What's up, everybody? It's your boy here, Cheap Ass Statue Collector, and tonight we've got a great panel, of course. We have Dennis. What's up, Dennis?
Hey, what's up?
And of course, we have Ramon in his car right now, rushing home
What's
to get
what's
on the
up? What's up?
chat. Yo, don't worry, dude. Take your time. We're gonna be here all night.
All right.
So, what's going on, guys? I know we were talking offline, and Ramon was talking about Spider-Man or something.
The
So,
Maya Morales, yeah.
what's the deal with him? You're not getting him this week?
No, I'm getting him. I think I'm gonna get him next week. Uh, I had to split the payments because like a couple of payments just came the same week. So I just started working again after 4 months without work. So I had to take it easy a little bit.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
yeah, everything's coming in at once?
yeah. I thought we were gonna slow down a little bit they always slow down with the Chinese New Year, but this
Yeah.
year was like the other way around.
Uh,
This year was the other way around. Yeah, they rushing
Dennis,
everything out, which is good because that means that they're planning on getting a lot of new items out.
well, did you guys see that Prime Ones? They're pushing out like the Hush Batman and the Hush Superman next month.
Oh yeah,
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw the Harley
no,
Quinn finally arrive on Sideshow too.
Oh, really? The one where she's skating or whatever?
Oh,
So,
both of them.
okay.
I didn't
What's
pull
the? Oh, the you're talking about the cartoon one?
the comics. Well, the cartoon and then the comics version, the one that Prime One released last week.
Okay.
That's finally on Sideshow, and it's already on waitlisted for the
EX.
EX.
oh, they talking about the art germ version.
I don't think it's Art Germ. It's the comic version. Let me pull it up.
I,
The
I
new one, right? The new one.
Yeah, the one we talked about last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see her now. Yeah, I pulled her up. Wait, the premium format, or which one? Do you have her pulled up?
I'm pulling up now. So the deluxe version Harley Quinn.
Deluxe.
Pull this up. There you
What's
go.
going on, chat? Super Turtle 12 waiting for 1/3 guts. Missed out on the 1/4. It's gonna be huge. Okay.
Yep. So the most expensive one is already on waitlist. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
How about now or
Yep.
now? Okay.
Still sound good.
So on the forums or online, people have been saying, wow, it's already on waitlist, but on Prime One site, it's not on waitlist or anything like that.
So it's still available.
Yeah, it could have been like they allocated a certain amount just for Sideshow or something, or they just wanted to get a gauge for, I don't know. But
Yeah,
it's tempting.
Yeah, it is.
so they're probably gonna do two badges, like they did with Superman and all those. Like they probably got a specific amount, and they probably sold out that amount, and then they get more down the road, I guess.
So this is 1/3, correct? This one.
Yes.
Okay. Man, who are these people buying all these Prom One statues?
I don't know, but in one of the forums on Facebook, I think it was, they were saying, man, how did these wait lists so quickly? And it's just like, why are these prices so expensive? It's like, I mean, if it's already waitlisted and they're selling it, this is good business for Sideshow or Prime One. I mean, I would keep raising the prices. I mean, I would love for it to be back to the old days where it costs a lot less. But if people are paying for it, you can't blame the company for charging some extra.
I think you dropped out, Dennis.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm on the fence. It's so big of a piece, especially that base. I don't know where I would display it. I mean, I can't even put it on top of a shelf, really.
Yeah. I think I don't know, $1,000. It's kind of for like a one
This
fourth piece. I know this is one third, but I don't know. If you go over 1,000, I'm gonna tap out. I could do Doomsday because he's a bigger statue. You know what I mean? And it does take a lot of real estate, but I can't do too many Doomsdays. You know what I mean?
Right.
if there's one piece that I like about Prime One is that uh, Azrael Batman Nightfall.
As yeah.
That looks dope.
Yeah, it does look good. It looks nice.
Yeah, that and Cyborg Superman, but it's too big. One third statue is like it'll take like a lot of space.
Yeah. See, I don't mind the height. It's more of like how deep
Yeah,
I mean, what it says here, 22 inches wide, 21 inches deep. I
there's too
mean,
much base.
that's a lot of base. I love the base on the statue. It's
Yeah,
just I don't know where I would put it. Someone on the forum or on the in the chat said it's a showpiece. Put it somewhere open. I mean, I would have to have some sort of pedestal to put
yeah.
it on or something that's very large.
Sideshow at least uh took the advice of the people about the bases. The bigger piece coming out of them this year has the smallest base, which is Doomsday. Yeah, Doomsday. Doomsday is a huge piece. And it has like a very small footprint on the base.
Yeah, yeah.
It's it's easy to display. And people, unless you like let's say the Batman collector, Batman statue collector, he has pedestals for all his prime ones, but he's gonna run out of space, and then you're losing all that space in between.
Yeah, and then you gotta decide if you're gonna sell what you're gonna sell.
Yeah.
But Chris, what up, Chris? Get Texas in the house.
Here.
What are you doing, bro?
What?
What are you doing? You just wake up?
Nah, I was playing
Yeah.
PUBG with my boy. About to start getting
Oh,
ready
okay.
for work in like an hour.
Oh shit.
PUBG. I just finished playing Crackdown 3, which was getting a lot of hate, and I really, really enjoyed that game.
You guys play Apex Legends? Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I've been watching my
really
boy
good.
stream that shit every fucking night though. Deadass.
I hear it's good.
It looks fun. It looks better than fucking Blackout.
Yeah.
I like
Dirty
the
ass
look.
game.
Got the sunglasses.
Yeah, I had them on like 2 shows ago because I had this thigh removed.
Oh man.
I was just talking to Franco Carlissimo. He was watching the show when I wore them. He was like, "Yo, you should make it a habit." So taking Franco's advice, that's gonna be the thing now.
Well, you've always had a black background or a dark background, so it almost looks like you're in a secret, hideout spot anywhere.
Incognito.
Yeah, you gotta get underneath the bed though. Underneath the bunk. Oh shit. Cool. Let's see what else. So the title of the show is like what does that title it?
Dangerous collecting habits.
Yeah. I don't know.
Explain.
I think we mentioned a few of them.
Do not get yourself into debt, bro. It's that simple.
Not,
Have
not
some
even,
control.
not even just that. You know what I mean?
Bro,
So like,
5 years ago, my wife for my birthday She went without me knowing. She went to a comic book store because I told her I used to collect buy books, not collect buy books in the early '90s and early 2000. And I told her 5 years ago, like, oh yeah, I used to collect books. So she went to a comic book store, the one I go now, and she bought me two Batman black and white statues, a Batman and they were both Capullos, Batman Capullo and
And the
Joker Capullo.
Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like ecstatic, like, oh my god. And then she took me there, and I thought the Bowens was like the biggest statues, and then I saw a Sideshow. I was like blown out of my proportion. Like I was like, oh, I would never have that. Those two statues, the owner told her this is dangerous. You have to be careful what you're getting him into. Those two statues became 60 in less than 2 months on the black and whites. And then I wanted to go bigger. I went DC Direct. And I wanted to go bigger. I went Bowen. I had like 80 Bowen. And then I wanted to go bigger, and she bought me the X Force Deadpool from Sideshow. And from there on, I got like what, like 60 statue, I think it is.
Oh my.
So yeah. So I mean, well, that's the problem is like collecting. Uh, it gets out of hand. And
Yeah.
let's go ahead
That's a good example though, because sizing up. I mean, that's exactly how I started with the McFarlane collecting. So
Yes.
on my YouTube, I started with the smaller, $5 KB back in the day. Get them on clearance, and I used to be a completist, so I would get the whole set of Spawn, the whole set of Series 1, 2, 3, Tortured Souls, everything in Spawn. And from that, it kept evolving. Then eventually, you got the bigger pieces. Then you went to Bowen. And then Sideshow was something I recently got into a few years ago. Yeah, so you have to be very careful with the size. And then, now Prime 1, I ordered my first Prime 1, and that's going to be Darkseid. By the way, is that how you say it? Darkseid? Or is it Darkseid? Or
it's Dark Side.
Dark side.
Darkseid. So I keep saying Darkseid. I don't know why.
Because it's spelled funky.
But yeah, so that's gonna be my first piece, and that's still a 1/4, but that's gonna be my largest one. I mean, like 35 inches, I think. So that's a bad habit. There's slowly it's creeping on. I want to collect bigger, but it's just like, where are you gonna put it? And then this Harley Quinn 1/3, it's very tempting. It's very tempting. So that's one of the habits that I have to kind of yeah.
Are you thinking about getting the Harley Quinn?
I am, yeah.
Well, Chris, you had a bunch of statues and then sold them.
Yeah.
You know
A
what?
lot-
I
a lot
was
of my
trying.
pieces-
So you checked yourself real quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. Early on, I definitely got myself like I had fucking PCS, Thundercats. I had fucking Masters of the Universe. I had Spider-Man, and like you kind of just realize with all the stuff coming out, you gotta just pick and choose your battles wisely because like early on, I caught myself, and thank God, because I see dudes today, man. Like, I mean, if it's within your means to collect multiple lines and multiple things and dip into multiple hobbies, do your thing. More power to you. But I know for a lot of guys, it's I've seen and I've heard horror stories of dudes just getting themselves into debt over a hobby. It should not be like that. You shouldn't be
Well,
stressing out. You know what I mean? If you don't have it, then you
perfect.
just you pass, man.
Perfect example is I would say I started at that, but the most recent one was Gem Mint. Gem Mint was getting like every version of Hulk, the same Hulk, every version of a certain character from Sideshow, and then he started getting rid of the gray one, the red one, just keeping the green.
Why are you
Selling
calling
all
out Gem,
his.
Ramon?
What happened?
Why are you calling out Gem?
Yeah, but I don't think that was dangerous for Jem in any way because it was within his means to have all those variants and to have all those lines. You know what I mean? When I say dangerous, I'm talking about the people who don't have that, that expendable
Who's using the
income.
credit
Yeah, yeah,
cards and all that
Right. You
stuff
know what I
and
mean?
racking
Once
up
you
debt?
start, yeah, once you start doing that, man, then you're in trouble. But if you got it and you know what I mean, then you're good
yeah.
to go. You're golden. But once you start
When
racking
I
up debt, forget it, man.
yeah,
Well, collecting is, the value of your collection isn't monetary; it's emotional for most people, and I think
sometimes
that's the
it
problem.
sometimes it starts because like I have a cousin that her husband started collecting after he saw my room without knowing nothing from
Yo,
collecting,
what up, Brian?
Hey, it's gone.
and he had a weird case. He had Thanos on the throne, right? You know how they supposed to you're supposed to sign. Uh, Supposedly the UPS guy dropped it, didn't get the signature, and somebody stole it. This is what he's telling me. But he started like behind her back collecting, and I saw his PO list. He had like 25 items on PO, and he probably get paid like $500 a week,
Yeah, that's not good.
and he had a baby on the way.
Nah, see, you just gotta have your priorities straight, man. You gotta know the difference between being able to buy something and being able to afford it. You know what I mean? There's a big, big difference. If you can't
I think
afford something, you gotta
I
just lay
think
low.
after you get like a couple of years in the game of collecting statues, then you choose your battles. Like I only Marvel, I only getting X-Men and Spider-Man characters. And the
So,
DC and the DC, since I have every single character that they thrown from comic books, I want to keep that. I want to keep that line. Like I have all the OGs, and now I'm getting all the new ones.
so this
You broke
recording,
off.
or I don't know. There's a line for sure, but it's called difficulty of discarding and value of objects.
Yes.
So, um, I think that's one of the main issues with a lot of collectors is they have a hard time discarding or selling their stuff, and then you've got people with over 50 statues and whatnot, which is fine, you know what I mean. But you know, how hard is it if you can look at your collection? How hard is it for you to actually sell your stuff? You know what I
I'm
mean? I think
probably one of the offenders on that. I mean,
yeah,
I don't, I keep everything I have. I sold one piece, and but it also checks me because of my space. So,
yeah. So
if I was selling a lot of them, I would probably be buying more.
mhm.
So, and I think he made a great point, saying, when you first get into it, you get the itch, and so you constantly buy, and then as you get seasoned, you realize, hey, I need to, kind of select my battles, and that's kind of where I'm at. Is unless I love the piece, I'm not going near it. So that's something that I've learned to deal with. And then as far as debt, I got into debt when I started collecting Sideshow, um, because those statues were expensive, and that was not even that expensive when they were like $300-400 each. But again, thank goodness now is not the case. Thank goodness for monthly payments, or that Sideshow provides. So that's been a big help. And now I'm like debt free. So I'm picking my battles, and I think that's something that is wise to try to catch yourself on, is trying to stay out of debt and try to
Another
space out stuff.
another thing is I would like to sell my Aquaman, my Green Lantern, but they I know I'm gonna end up losing money.
Yeah, but what other hobby can you name that you're gonna make money? You're gonna make your money back on. You know what I mean?
I've
Yeah.
got
Make
this
some
shit.
money back on.
Well, that's why I always say, man. Like, I say it all the time, and I stress it all the time. Like, I know a lot of people hate on flippers, man, but if you could recycle the money that you already put into the hobby, you know what I mean? If you could recycle it, you could get something. You don't, you want to move on, you want to get something else, then sell what you had before, fund the next purchase. You know what I mean? Don't keep putting new money into the hobby because you're just gonna it's gonna end up being a lot. And I'm talking for myself, you know what I mean? I'm just a young guy. You know, I just save a lot. That's all I do. That's how I'm able to get a lot of stuff I get, and then I'll flip it and I'll get something better. And just stuff like that. But recycle the money that you put into the hobby, man. Don't get caught in this new thing where I'm gonna keep all this stuff and then I'm gonna also get everything that's new. Like you gotta collect
Yeah.
within your own means. And I think
Well,
Yeah.
go ahead, bro.
no, I was gonna say that's what I did with the video games when I was younger, and I still do now. Is I'd sell the old system to get the new system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what's funding most of my purchases now is the comic books that I sell. Like I just came from the comic book store and I got some nice books. And then next month I go to CTE2 in Chicago and I'm getting a lot of them signed, which is like I pay what $3, $2 for a book. I spent like what like $45 and I can sell it for 200, so that's all right.
So how many statues do you have in your attic right now, Ramon?
In my attic, I don't have nothing.
In your garage? How many you got
No,
boxed? How many do you have boxed up? How many statues
none,
do you have in a box?
none.
They're all out in your room, in the living
Yeah,
room.
yeah, and in my
All
man
right.
cave. And I still got room in the Bestas, and but I don't know. That was the plan. Get the new stuff out, and then all the OGs started boxing them up when I started running out of space. But I still haven't run out of space.
You fucking master hoarder says his cougars get him stuff.
Well, I like the new Superman, but I like the old one too. I like the old Batman. I got the modern Batman, the blue one. I love that Batman, and you know, it's eventually I'm gonna have to. I just need that little push. So somebody tell me sell it, and I'm gonna start selling statues.
Yo,
I
Ryan.
sold I sold my Doctor Doom on the throne. I told you this, right?
No, you did not.
Well, when I started collecting, I was working in I don't know if you know where
Have you
42nd
sold this
Street is.
recently, or you sold this like a while ago?
When I bought the house like last December.
And that's the only statue you sold recently?
I just sold that one and I bought 85-inch TV, a 40-inch TV for my son, and all my best cabinets, and I still have money in my pocket.
That's good.
So the next, I was thinking about selling it, but then it holds me back. Is that man thing? Because for some reason it doesn't go with nobody. The only guy that he goes next to with is Swamp Thing, and he's DC.
Ryan, you were saying that
Hmm?
you got some new stuff behind you right there. How do you feel? How do you feel about selling some of your statues? You don't care, right?
Well, I have this natural affinity to buying statues that nobody likes and then needing to sell them like 2 months later. So I've kind of gotten used to losing money on them, to be honest.
So which one's next then behind you?
Well, I just sold Captain Marvel, the Sideshow. That one went for some decent coin, a little bit more than I paid for
So
it.
wait, why do you want to sell them?
I decided to narrow my focus down. This kind of came from Fate's advice at one point, saying not to try to collect DC and Marvel at the same time. So I went from DC to just strictly Marvel, some anime, and X-Men specifically.
Okay, nice. So what about that dark side?
I'm keeping Darkseid. I'm getting out of DC, but I'm keeping Darkseid.
Is there a particular reason why you want to stay with one, I guess, universe? Or because like for me, I mean, as long as I love it, doesn't matter what it is. I mean, do you feel like you're kind of, have you basically forced yourself not to get something you love because it wasn't DC?
No, I found stuff that I'd rather collect than the DC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you like X-Men more than you like Batman and all that stuff.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
and Transformers is gonna be a big one. So there's gonna be Transformers that are probably gonna go there, like the XM ones if the next ones look nice enough, or I'll put some anime stuff there or something. But yeah,
I think it shows, man. Like when you truly like hone down and focus your collection, and you get a display together. I think it shows really well. Um, like you could see easily when somebody's focused. You know what I mean? Um, and I don't know. I just feel like it makes collecting easier, man. With all this stuff, you got Prime One, you got XM, you got Sideshow, you got fucking Kobe Kia, you got all these licensed unlicensed pieces coming out. And
Yeah.
it's just a lot a lot of stuff that you got to be looking at daily. And just like honing down on one thing just makes temptation that much less effective on you. You know what I mean? Like you're able to just say like, yeah, I don't need that because collecting this. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
I mean, I have all different scales in my collection, and I think they're still focused. It's just I like the different size and variety. So um, I think you're also talking about is clutter. Like sometimes I see, you know, somebody might have a lot of different pieces, but there's like in a display they could be like super cluttered, one behind the other. I think at least for me, I feel like I have a nice space between things, and it doesn't look too chaotic. But that's just my uh,
Yeah,
my
yeah. No one's wrong here. No one's like, but um, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, because smaller stuff, and then I've got like a big one, and then I got like big stuff up top, and then it's slowly like going all the way around me.
Listen, if at the end of the day you could afford it all and truly afford it all, and it's within your means to do it, you could, different sizes, different scales, different lines, do whatever you want. But if you're one of those guys, you know what I mean, that you're on a tight budget, I think that's the best way. Like just going back to the title of the chat, dangerous collecting habits. If you find yourself in danger, one of the best ways to get yourself out of that is by honing down and focusing and try and stay away from like social media and all these different kind of groups. It's good to be in the loop, man, but you just get exposed to so much, and it's hard.
Definitely, yeah, and there's definitely like a hype train too.
Yeah,
All
for
these
sure,
Facebook groups and shit.
Yeah, hype is a big part of it too. Is getting watching other people get excited for a statue. The next thing you know, you're you're on board. You're following the thread. I'm subscribing. You hype yourself up into a piece, and at the end of the day, after you get ready for that pre-order button and you just press it. And I see a lot of people are very quick to pre-order, and it's like like a high. Hey, I'm gonna get that pre-ordered. I'm gonna get that pre-ordered. They press the button, it's pre-ordered. Okay, now where's my next fix? I want to pre-order something else.
Dude,
I feel like that's what I see sometimes.
I muted a lot of the notifications on like almost every Facebook statue group I'm in for that very reason. Just like I felt like even when I felt like it was becoming distracting. It was like too much,
Yeah, I found myself one time
not wanting to miss anything,
Yeah. At one point, man, when PCS was making those third scale ninjas, I almost found myself trying to pre-order the 1/3 reptile, and I was on the pre-order page, and I'm like, "What are you doing, bro? Like, what the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you?" And
I
left groups I wasn't active in.
That happens all the time where you self-check yourself and you're like, okay, step back. Just let's think about this.
honestly, though, like the last 2 years, man, has just been too easy. Like you just got to get that focus, man, and you got to like prioritize what you want in your collection, man. It makes everything so much easier. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, it definitely does. It definitely does because there's only like a few older dioramas that I want. You know what I mean? And then anything new that comes out, it's only one or two here or there that if I want it. And then I've limited myself to like zombie statues, like 1/4. And so there's not that many zombie statues out there. I think I'm missing like 2 of some older ones. And then I got like the villains lines for Superman and Batman. So those are very limited. And then I just picked up this stupid ass Predator over here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet.
Oh, we know what you're gonna do with it, bro. It's all right. You can tell the viewers. It's all right, bro. You tell them. Tell them.
I don't want to sell it, but
Yeah, whatever, bro.
it doesn't make sense to keep
Chat.
it.
He's been in the Facebook group chat. He's like, yeah, about to make some money off of that thing, baby.
It's a hard piece for him to get rid of. I mean, you know, you'll really have to talk him up to try to sell it. So,
it's a 1/3 diorama, basically. Like, you know what I mean? How can I
Did you
get
have
rid of
that
that?
before? Or did you trade for it?
What do you mean? Did I have it before? For what?
Because you didn't have. I mean, did you have that boxed up before? Or did you trade for it when you sold all that stuff that was on that thing back there, the bench or whatever, or shelf?
No, I just moved everything like in front of me.
Oh, you already had it before?
Yeah, I've had it for a minute. I've got so many old pieces that I've been. Last year, the problem was, what's your favorite piece of 2018? Well, mine was like a piece that came out from 2008 because I was buying older shit. And I don't do reviews anymore because I'm tired of doing YouTube stuff because we're on here every week. So I don't do reviews, but I'm trying to get back into that.
The fucking artwork behind it, bro.
Like, look, I got a fucking War Machine right there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's nuts. But
how many pieces did you sell?
I have another habit that I noticed too is and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but sometimes a lot of people post on these groups or Facebook groups, and they immediately like start asking, "Hey guys, what do you think of this piece?" So, I don't know if that's because they're a seller and they're trying to gauge something, or if they're actually like really on the fence.
They're
but
like
to
fake
me,
collectors.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's
fake
like
collectors.
if your sellers understand, if you're really like thinking about buying it and you're not sure, I think that's one of the worst things to do almost, because it's like, you know, you're trying to convince yourself to spend money for this thing.
Mhm.
And if you don't love it, I mean,
You're buying for someone else. Literally.
yeah. Yeah. So that kind
Well,
of is a habit I see that I think you might want to stay away from.
Should I get it? Should I not get it? Yeah.
Hey guys, tell me what you think. Do I like this piece? You know, what's
Yeah, I agree. If you're not automatic, if it's not an automatic instantaneous reaction, like yo, that shit is hot, I need that, then I don't think, you know, I don't think you should be pulling the trigger or asking around like, yo, what do you think about this? You know, if you already
Well, a
have
lot
those
of people.
feelings, what's up, bro?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like if you already have those feelings, like yo, that shit is hot, and you just like you ask your boy like, yo, I think I'm gonna get this. What do you think about it? You know what I mean? But already knowing that you're gonna get it, I think that's cool. But when you're on the fence, like Dennis said, I think that is one of the worst things you could do too.
Yeah. Well, the problem is if they're on the fence, they probably have other statues that they're trying to like, you know what I mean? They have a queue basically, so they're trying to weigh out. You know, do I get this one first or do I get this one? I don't have the money to get these ones, so they're lower on the list.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, that's perfect. So another thing that I notice is, this is what I notice by Dennis. What I notice is that they also put like 2 pictures of statues, and they'll say, "Okay, which one can I buy? I only have, you know, money for one. Which one should I buy?" And it's just like, come on, that's like a personal preference. I mean, I don't know who you are as a person, what you like and what you don't like. You're gonna get a lot of various opinions on pieces, and right now you're like trying to get feedback on 2 statues and you're asking someone to choose one for you. Like, that's your preference. Like, don't put yourself through that, and then you might end up with something that, you know, people in favor of one that you might not love, and then you end up buying. I don't know, it's a weird thing I see on there as well.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too, I think what a lot of people want to take into account is like you're spending a lot of money. So I think it's okay, you know, if they go, hey, shit, if someone doesn't know if they should buy it right away, type of situation where like you could give some tell. I posted something about the Catwoman and the edition size, and I was basically saying, hey guys, for all the new people, don't rush to pre-order this. You know what I mean? Because the edition size is high. Just sit on it. It's not going to go fast, and you might be able to pick it up for a couple $100 or maybe $100 less on eBay or whatnot. You know what I mean? Or Facebook Marketplace, right? As soon as the new Batman came out, when it actually shipped, someone sold it for like 500 shipped or 400 shipped or something like that, and it was the EX too. So it's like, don't for high edition sizes and stuff like that, just wait. Don't, especially if the price is high. You know what I mean? Like,
do you think you can apply that to other brands though? Like, let's say Prime One, like how fast that Harley sold out, that 1/3?
How many? What was the edition size?
500.
500. Yeah, that's a small edition size.
Did they announce it beforehand? I guess they do, don't they?
Well, yeah, on the website it says 500 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
So like so for instance, Doomsday, the EX was 300. Like that's a no-brainer. You get on it. You know what I mean? As soon as they released it, they put it on the website, it was like low stock. So, you know what I mean? Look at the Wonder Woman, the older school Wonder Woman, the old school Wonder Woman. She's still up for sale, I believe, right? I don't know, maybe not. And then she's selling for 300 on eBay right now, right? So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know where we want to go with this.
I actually don't know what y'all talked about last week.
Well, I feel like everyone here on the chat is kind of like somewhat at least check themselves. I read somewhere, someone in the chat was saying that they can't sell anything that they have. They have to keep everything.
I think you just become a hoarder at that point if that's your mindset. I mean, granted, if you keep buying new stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have like no room, and you just, you make a sworn decision like I'm never selling anything, and then you just continue buying new stuff too. I think that's crazy.
But if you're smart and you're satisfied with the stuff you have, that's I'd say that's a different story, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Like all my X-Men pieces, I'm satisfied with so far.
Yeah, but you also, I'm talking about the hoarders.
Yeah, I know.
The guys sitting in their attic boxed up, but it's only up there because they won't sell it. Like I just think that's dumb.
Yeah. Agreed.
So Tony the Tiger says, now you're thinking about investment, which statues are not. I mean, they are. They can be. You know what I mean? An older piece that's worth a lot of money, or you know what I mean?
I don't care what nobody says, bro. I've used statues as investments plenty of times. Plenty of times. It's crazy. Not like, I'm not saying that's the go-to investment. Like, there's obviously better and more optimal ways of investing your money, but
yeah,
just saying, like, I made a pretty penny off of some statues.
Nice. That's good. You got to do that sometimes, though. Like, I used to be very like, I sell it for what I paid for it. But then, like, there are times, like I was talking about with statues I buy that nobody wants, like the Sideshow Aquaman EX that I had. I lost at least $100 selling that thing.
Yeah.
Like, you got to kind of, take advantage of some of them. I mean, maybe not too,
Bro, you do whatever the hell you want. It's your piece, your money. That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
And I have to agree. Like, if you find something that you have to make, something that you can't pass on, like the McFarlane, The Walking Dead statue, that was on sale half price during one of their sales. So I got it for like, I don't know, $150, right? And I released it online right at the season finale and got 800 for it. I could not. I had to do it. Like, I felt a little wrong for it, but of course, I don't sell a lot of statues, so but I had to do it because I was like,
why do you feel wrong though?
Because the person didn't see the deal, and and also I don't sell a lot of statues, so to me it's not it's not normal for me to sell statues.
That's business. That's just snooze you lose, man. I wouldn't worry.
Facts.
No, yeah. I mean, afterwards, I felt great.
Bro,
But
if you don't do it, somebody else
That
will.
green, dude, you're like, feel a lot better. Also.
yeah.
I gotta say, when you do sell a statue, and it feels good.
Of
It feels
course.
really.
It feels good if you don't get a call from the person saying it's broken or anything like that. So you gotta.
You know what the best is? 2 of the statues I sold recently, they were all local pickup. I was like, thank you.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because I was just imagining myself bent over with the UPS guy behind me, trying to rate me for all the shipping charges he's gonna throw at me.
Well, speaking of local pickup, have we all said where we're from? As far as like what state? Because if you guys are local, man, I would love to stop by, and if you have anything for sale, to look at what you have.
I live outside of DC in Northern Virginia.
Oh, I'm in Northern Virginia.
What? Are you serious?
Yep.
I'm
Hey,
in
come
Ashburn.
over, man. Play my arcade, man.
Are you serious? I'm in Ashburn.
I'm in Woodbridge.
Dude, you're not the fucker who just bought the statue from me. He was in Woodbridge. Oh no.
Oh yeah. No, I'm joking.
Should be hilarious. That's awesome, dude. We'll have to link up sometime.
Yeah. We have to see. Look at that. Making friends already. Awesome.
Yo.
Yeah, this should be like the more you know thing, like spin across, right?
I'm not gonna show up on one of the chats.
Now or tomorrow. Oh my god.
There's gonna be pictures of me and him holding hands, walking down the street. Yes.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
You know what's? I've been looking, man, and I know there's a handful of New York collectors, man, but I don't know. Like I've sold pieces to 2 local buyers, and I've like thrown it out there, like, "Yo, let's hang out." You know what I mean? Like, let's link up. And I just feel like I don't know, like they think I'm trying to rob them or something. Like, bro, I'm really not trying to do that.
That they gotta rob you, or you gonna rob them?
No, that I'm gonna rob them, yo. I don't give a fuck. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I guess it just comes to the person. But you know what I mean? Like if I get a vibe off of you and I feel like you're not a threat, then I'll trust you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm not a very paranoid person in that sense.
Yeah, like the 2 guys who are local, I'm just gonna have them come over and pick it up. And I figure maybe we'll strike up conversation there.
Dude, everybody that I've picked up a piece from or that's come to pick up, like, yo, the dude that bought my Mad X Hulk, yo, oh my god. We was talking probably for like 2 hours just talking about the hobby. And it was great, man.
Every time
aren't statue pieces kind of hard to steal? Like my wife told me the other day, are you afraid someone might come in and steal your collection? I'm like, not really. I mean, it's kind of hard to come out with one of these pieces unless you got foam crates and wrapping paper. I mean, some of this stuff is going to break by the time you even leave the house. I mean,
I'd be afraid of them breaking everything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's a sideshow piece. All the fucking magnets are gonna fly out.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna be worth anything because they're gonna break it and drop it. So
yeah, that's why I'm not like
get it to the car in one piece.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm in New York too, man. I know a bunch of motherfuckers out here like, yo, that dude looks shady.
No, but like I think people in the community are like super friendly. If you talk to them, like I talked to, I would hit people up about statues and prices. I'm like, hey, is it still available? How much? And then they'd send me a picture of their collection. I'd be like, oh shit, you got this. And then I would send them a picture of my collection. And then we would talk. And we wouldn't do the sale, but we would still talk for like a half hour. And we still talk and be like, hey, are you picking this up? So
I think that's one of the best things about the community, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's what it's for, just to talk to like-minded individuals and, just trying to connect with people like you. But man, if we could get those interactions like in, real life more often, man, you know how popping that would be, bro? Because, like, you can only look at your phone or be on the computer for so long, man. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to just fuck this show for 1 week, no offense, and go grab a drink with you or something. Just, you know what I mean? Go to the bar, talk some statues.
Yeah.
You talk shit. That's it.
Oh, we're gonna have a get together once a year. Is that what we're gonna do here? Collectors chat, hang out.
You know what, man? I'm
That'd
like
be nice.
open to that completely.
I'm going to NYTC if anyone's gonna be there.
Next year?
Yeah. No, this year.
Or this year for New York Comic Con?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to go to that.
Yeah, man. I met a team, Tim, for 2017, I met Jem. 2017, I linked up with my boy Sonu, and it was a really good time, man.
Cool.
By the way, in the
Su-
chat, everyone's was saying where they're from, so that was kind of cool. A lot of people in Florida, VA
Yeah.
Beach, Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
So
My
Someone,
wife won't even-
He said if you wear sunglasses at night, you're definitely shady as fuck. Yo, that's funny. Shit, I'm one of the nicest guys you ever talked to, bro. Dead ass. I'm a
nice.
good guy. I talk a lot of dookie, but got a good heart.
yeah, you do. But it's usually fun. It's usually fun.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I was buying books a lot recently too. It's another problem. And the problem with books is you read it once and then you never read it again, unless you like really love that story. Then you just get a bunch of freaking books on the wall.
I've read a couple books online, man. It's just the website I've used has so many pop-ups, bro. It's so annoying. I've tried.
yeah, I've tried collecting books, and I did it all on the iPad with the little comic stuff, and I was able to get into it that way. But some of them I've actually got the printed version after I read the digital version, just so I could have it.
Yeah.
But I never opened them. I mean, I just like having them. So I'm not big on the physical books. They're cool to have, but I read all my stuff digital. That's just how my habits are.
So is digital the way to go then, or what?
I don't know, man. I feel like there's something like, bro, I just feel like some things need to be they need to remain like classy / old school. Like my pops, he tried giving me his old, he just got a new Apple Watch. He tried to give me his old one, and I'm like, I'm good. Like I like to have, just a normal watch. You know what I mean? You gotta actually tell the time. You gotta wind it. You gotta, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was
feel
like
like-
that too with my watch.
Yeah,
I
man.
was because I'm a mechanical watch guy. You wind it up and let it,
Yeah,
love the
yeah.
gears. But when I went to the Apple Watch, I was like, oh man.
You sold out, bro.
No, I still collect both, but man, that was a whole different world. That as far as work is concerned,
Yeah.
and hanging out and switching, styles on the fly. That was something I was very surprised. I got into was hanging on to the Apple Watch and changing different configurations for different moods. But yeah, mechanical watches, that's something I love as well.
And I bring that up because I just like sometimes like having a physical book and just, sitting yourself down on the couch, you got your alone time and you take yourself away from the fucking screen or from
Yep.
Facebook. It's just nice, man. It's very therapeutic at times, man.
Dude, I have so much more free time now that I muted all those groups.
Yeah.
I feel like free. It's kind of
Good.
sad, to be honest, compared to what it was before. But I don't like reading them on the tablet. I don't know what if it's getting the brightness just right so that it doesn't like fatigue me after a while or not. I just get them in the physical form.
Yeah, I used to take the iPad back when I visit my friend in Florida a lot. Be on his balcony by the beach, went through 20 issues like in a row and just kind of just relaxed. And I was like, just in there, just issue after issue. And I just had my iPad. So on vacations and stuff like that, where I do have time to like read, it's real nice to have that option. But yeah, at the house, there's some comics that like, it's nice to have the original, even though I haven't, gone back to them very frequently. So I definitely get the having something physical.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys collect CGC comics at all?
I started, man.
Yeah.
Like a while ago, but I had to stop. It's too much. Well, for me, personally.
I'm trying to offload some of mine and then just get like key issues that I want. I'm trying to get a giant size X-Men #1. So I'm hoping I can make that happen with some of these statue purchases. I just want 4 comics on my wall that like represent my collection's, focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know what killed it for me was like going to the cons and like sitting in a line for 2 hours to get someone's signature. I was like, fuck this. And then like paying to get it signed. I'm like, I don't. And then you have to ship it, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I didn't have the patience to do it. And then it's like it's just a way for them to get money from you, anyways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on.
Yeah, like when I go to the cons, like I'm going to Awesome Con in April with some of the Darth Castle guys who are local too, and I'm not doing any of that signature shit. I'd love to like walk around the vendor and stuff, vendor alley or whatever, and I like looking at like the art prints and stuff. That's always cool.
I mean, if you're really not going to sell it, if you're really not going to sell the book, you can keep it safe in a box or another type of display case that they make of them without them being slabbed, and you know what I mean? A 9.8 is going to be a 9.8. You know what I mean? You don't need some company to grade it for you. You really don't.
Well,
but I know
you have to be pretty educated to know that it's a 9.8, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but you're not selling it, right? And if you don't see any cracks, you don't see any. I have
talking about display purposes.
Yeah. I mean, not even display, but just to keep. You know what I mean? Like if you're keeping a bunch of books and like these are the first appearance of this guy, and this guy, you don't need to get them slabbed. Like you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's not needed, but they're worth more money, right? If you get them slabbed.
Yeah.
So, but if you're keeping it, who cares?
Well, the only reason I like them slabbed because it's like if I do want to sell it, I feel like I may have a better and easier time selling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you get the 9.8.
Yeah. It's true.
I hear grades. What are you talking about?
Or I'm saying how CGC is a ripoff.
The what? CGC?
It's a ripoff. It's a scam.
Why?
Don't you know why?
Getting in on his territory there.
Ramon knows, bro. You could skip this question, Ramon. You don't have to answer it. You don't have to comment. No, I just don't. I feel like a lot of people jump on it, but I don't think it's needed.
Well, I tell you what. If you want to sell a book, doesn't matter if it's Silver Age, Golden Age, especially modern age. If you want to sell and get your money worth it, you have to. It's easier.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, yeah, for sure. But if you're gonna keep it, there's no need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look what I just got.
Was that Spider-Man Noir?
Yeah.
First appearance.
Nice.
Yo, I don't even want to buy books anymore because there's so many damn variants. Like the Batman Detective Comics. Is that what it is? 1,000.
Yeah.
There's like over 30 variants of that book.
Wow.
I've seen some nice ones, man, of that 1,000.
I know.
The trick is you go with the diamonds, the regular variants. If you go with store variants, you're dead.
What do you mean?
Well, now you got store variants, you got convention variants, then you got people that have store variants, like online stores.
Yeah.
Like
local comic shops have their own variants, but they're usually some pretty good artists. Like the guy down here in Florida, there's Epic Comics. You guys look them up in Florida, Epic Comics. They're on Facebook. They do CGC. You could drop your books there. They get CGC and you get them faster through them. And they usually they had like Tony Daniel do one of their Batman. I forgot which one it was. Batman #1. They had a Batman #1 and it was done by Tony Daniel and it was their store variant. But I don't know, which one do you get? Like Jim Lee's got 4 variants of the Detective Comics 1,000. You know what I mean?
Get which one appeals to you the most.
Yeah.
I don't collect the individual issues though. I just do the volumes or trade paperbacks and sometimes the omnibuses.
You see that? Check this out. Wait, let me see if we can get a nice. See it?
Lobo.
That's the first appearance of Dog.
Is that worth anything?
It's not worth nothing. I just like it.
That's cool.
I got his first appearance though. Where is it? It's on the sign. I got like this is the one that I don't touch. The Silver Age Batman characters first appearance. You got Man Bat, Clayface, Lobo's there. You got the League of Assassin, Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, Batman, Mad Hatter, Batgirl. Those are like that Batgirl book is like $1,000. That Mad Hatter book is like almost $1,000 on a 3.0.
Wow.
Those are the one I keep.
Are you selling it?
No. Those are the one I keep. I got the Giant Size X-Men, graded a 7, Kingpin, Swamp Thing. And then I got a Jim Lee signing soon.
Yo, is that a new mic, friend?
That's the same one I always had.
It looks like extra white today.
It's because my shirt's white
Who
too.
got the art print?
What art print?
The art print.
Batman.
The Rogues Gallery one?
Yo, I got it. You guys want it? Let me know. I'll sell it to you guys for $1,000.
Seems like a
Free
deal.
shipping.
Word.
Free shipping. So,
You got it free?
What's up?
You got it free?
No, yeah, of course. It didn't come out. It didn't come out unframed. It sold out that fast.
You throw in a custom cape for my Vegeta statue?
Yeah.
I got it.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that then?
About what?
Something like that. Like you got the pre-order, and now you're on eBay. You're selling it for $950, and you paid $400 for it or whatever, $500.
That's how much it's going for?
No, okay, so it sold for $450 plus shipping, right? If you get the framed art print, the canvas is $500 framed. But someone on eBay had already posted it for $950. It's on eBay right now.
I hope he sells that shit, man. And then I hope he takes himself on a real nice vacation with that money too.
So doesn't it like piss you off just a little bit?
No, it doesn't, Tim. I want to hear your shit, bro. You literally
What
just
if-
flipped that XM, whatever, that fucking Predator that you had.
Hold on. That's an older
You
piece.
have that Predator only for 2 months?
This piece isn't even out yet.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like, I tried to tell you this before. You can't pick and choose when flipping is okay, bro. Like, you got to take a stance on it. Either you don't like it or you're fine with it.
I don't like it if I'm the guy on the other end.
Bro,
I can't get it.
you can't
can't
be.
get it.
There's no loopholes. You can't cherry pick when it's okay. Either it's bad or it's good.
I had the roll.
There's a difference between selling a seller versus a flipper. I think there's a difference between sellers and flippers.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Maybe I'm full of shit.
Maybe I think that's what you are, bro.
But I mean, because you're not going to sell your house for less than what it's worth, right? Just because it went up, 100,000 in 1 year because the bubble. So
unless you have to, and you have to upgrade. You want that fancy piece and that upgraded house, and you have to sell your house, and I don't know, you got a family you have to fit into a bigger house.
Bro, everything that we got gets flipped, man. Everything. The phones that you go on Facebook with, that shit's been flipped 7 times already before it got in your hands. Everything. The clothes that's on your back got flipped. You paid what? $15 for that shirt? You know how much they made that shit for? 7 cents, bro.
Preach.
Yeah. So I could care less, man. Because if you don't do it, somebody else will. So might as well, you know what I mean? Take advantage.
Let them know.
Take a couple bucks.
I got a question though. If any of you guys have Captain Marvel, will you sell her now?
I just sold it. She sold it in 5 minutes of me selling it on Facebook.
How much did she go for?
I sold it for 600 because I wanted to just move it. I wanted to make just a little bit of money off her.
I wanted that piece, man.
Wait, how much?
Really? And I just had the regular edition. I think I saw online for the EX. It's going for like $1,000.
Wow.
Wait, that wasn't the EX version?
Regular was
I
going
had the
for.
regular. I had the regular, and I sold over 600.
The EX
That's-
head is what is the part of it I like the most is the extra head.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You're such a nice guy, Ryan.
Oh, it's a nice guy. I sold it for more than I paid for it. All the rest I sold for.
That doesn't
That's
make
not-
you not a nice guy, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's the opposite.
Hey, he's a nice guy. I'm gonna visit him. He's gonna sell me a statue, lose some money. It's gonna be great.
I'll cry myself to sleep that night. You know, it's cool.
So she's selling for like the EX is selling for like 1,300, 1,100.
That's crazy. I mean, more power to them. I hope they sell them shits, but it's crazy. Yo, damn.
The Hulk maquette, the Hulk versus Wolverine. It's still available, right?
The
It's on your
regular,
website.
the regular. Yeah, because they made like 6,000 of them.
The store that I go to, that was the best statue ever. They sold over 25 pieces of that.
What?
Over 25.
You said the store sold 25 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking about letting it go. I got the EX, but then I say I like this diorama.
You're not gonna make anything off of it
Yeah.
because the EX was still 2,500 on the edition size.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was. Hold on.
Yo, isn't somebody else coming out with a Wolverine Hulk diorama that I saw?
Like a
Or
custom.
maybe I'm bugging out. No, like license.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
I'm bugging out, bro.
There's somebody making one like he's like Hulk's half body is inside a lake or something.
Oh yeah, the custom. I think they changed. If it was the same one, I think they may have changed it.
Sideshow needs to do like a Carnage versus Venom diorama.
That would be cool. I agree. That would be cool.
Like that cover ripping his symbiote off. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
I feel like that would just be a really hard piece to, especially like with the Sideshow, like does the bare minimum when it comes to packaging their pieces. They get that cheap ass white snowflake styrofoam. You know what I mean? Shipping a piece like that would be a nightmare for them, dude. Forget it.
Yeah.
I mean, the EX is going for 700, 745.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
a little bit over retail. Why you want to sell it?
No, I thought about selling it one time, but then I said I'm getting the Superman versus Batman one. This would be a nice Marvel counterpart.
Son, that Batman versus Superman diorama. Tim, did you get that?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on.
thank God. Bro, that piece is so nice. Dead serious.
You got to see it in person, right?
Yeah, yo, I don't like I hate dioramas. I just like I do not like them, son. But I was
It's well
like,
made.
standing. What's that?
It's well made. It's
Bro,
like
I was
they
standing in
keep
front
the costume.
like, yo, I'm gonna pre-order that when I get home. I mean,
They
I did,
kept-
but
They kept the costume on both on the Hulk versus Wolverine and that one. They kept the costume very comic like.
So, Chris, what do you like about it?
Me, I like the base is clear resin, and it's not like a huge footprint. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I like the fact about a lot of people don't like the cloth cape, but I like it.
Well, Chris, you don't usually like dios. You like the museum poses. What did you like about it so much?
Nah, son. When I was sitting there at the con, man, bro, I don't know, man. For me, dioramas, it's just too much. You know, usually the footprint is mad big because the base is mad big, and you know the focus. I just like the focus to be on the fucking one character. But this piece, when I saw it in person, man, I'm telling you, like I went around the whole, the whole square, and I'm just like, damn, that shit is hot, man.
Nice.
That shit was hot, and so was the Green Lantern, the John Stewart.
They did that piece so well. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how come Marvel statue lately are coming. Like for example, that Miles Morales with that peg in his hands. I don't like that. And then DC are coming with, they're doing it the right way with the magnets and all that stuff. I don't understand. Like the way they did Wonder Woman's hands with magnet, like good magnets, they could have done that with Miles Morales' hand holding the mask. So that's why a lot of people are having problems that it doesn't fit right. You see like a big gap in between the hand and the arm.
Can you show us?
I don't have it yet. But you can on the reviews. Uh, MCE has one and Gem. They both have the same problem.
Oh, the Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, here, let me show you guys something real quick.
Got both of them things are on waitlist already. The regular and the exclusive.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That piece did come out looking nice though, man.
Yep.
No issues that I've seen posted yet. No, the paint looks good on almost everything I've seen.
That's why I'm happy. The paint on the base and him is perfect. The only down thing that I had is a lot of people are complaining that the suit is matte black. It doesn't have like no. I don't know what they wanted on it. Like you cannot do shadows on it.
No, I don't know, man. I think people are just so used to that freaking high contrast shadowing and stuff. I kind of like the natural look, man.
Yeah.
Cause you look at your clothes, man. You don't have freaking. You know what I mean? Like I got on a green shirt. You're not gonna have dark green underneath my freaking pec. You know what I'm saying? I just like that natural look.
And I love the eyes. It's like a metallic.
Can you pull up a photo of it or something? Or somebody?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm trying to follow, but
When somebody get a chance, can you upload the Mystique PF? I just got a note that mine being shipped, but I just noticed a big gap in her neck.
Dennis, this is a
Yeah.
it looks just like this. Everybody that's gotten their piece,
Yeah.
it looks just like this.
That is the only piece that I know is not. It doesn't have to be exclusive or bust. People display it with the mask.
Yeah.
oh wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, man. And both of them, the collector's edition is on waitlist too. It came out looking good.
I like the raised the lines on there,
The
the red
weapon?
lines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not done on a lot of Spider-Man pieces, but I think it paid off for this one. I'm surprised they got the freaking paint so clean, being that
Yes.
it's raised.
I think you can see the gap too on the
In the hand.
yeah. One of your previous, right there.
You could see the gap.
Isn't that what
You mean the
were-
arm, like the upper arm, or
on
the
the wrist? I think
the
that's what. I don't remember how bad it was. Ramon can speak better on it.
Yeah,
gap,
on
or is it
the
worse?
wrist, on the back side of the wrist.
Is it worse than what he's showing right there? Or I guess it's
Yeah, it's worse. The one I seen is worse.
Okay.
But the thing is that they don't want to force it in. Sometimes when you put a peg, it's so tight that you have to squeeze it in. They don't want to force it in.
Especially when it's just a hand.
Yeah.
You can kind of understand that. It's pretty easy to snap, I would think.
Not like that too, man. They didn't go, with the wild compartments on the suit. The freaking legs have texture, the middle smooth. Like it's just classic costume, man. It has some realistic seam lines that you would find, some stitchings.
Yeah, it's
and
simple.
that's it.
It's simple and sweet, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
I love that.
I would have liked a little bit like under his feet, especially he had his feet facing you. Like, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, some lines or something.
Dang, that Mystique exclusive's on waitlist too.
Check out the Mystique. I don't know if it's me or you see a big line under her neck.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's anything.
Mystique.
Yeah, I'm probably freaking out because I'm nervous. I'm getting it next week, but
if it looks like what the picture's on right now, it looks fine.
Under her neck?
Yeah, not that angle, the other angle. Keep going. You see, they're facing her. She had to be facing like her left arm. There you go. That one. No, the other one. The one before that one. There you go.
Looks fine.
Looks good, man.
I don't see
Well, no,
anything.
you cannot see it there yet either. Keep
It's
going.
a great looking piece, to be honest. It's kind of grown on me. I remember people were complaining that it looked manly, but
Go back. One more. All right. No. You see, okay, right on top of her turtleneck, right on top of the white thing.
nah, bro, I don't see nothing here.
Right there.
Well, right here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks straight.
I think it looks fine.
All right. It's me freaking out.
I don't think the prototype's ever gonna look bad. Like that.
Yeah, look at it right here.
Yeah.
That shit looks good, man.
I just didn't like the face sculpt as much as some of the other ones that were out. I don't think it looks bad though.
What was the exclusive on this?
The X23.
It's that weak transfer. It doesn't even look like it's transforming. It just looks like they sprayed it black.
Man.
And they're like, "Hey, look, it's transforming," and everyone's like, "Oh, sweet, finally."
I think I like it, but the claws a little bit too long. I think.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that's a bit long.
I think it should have had like a longer hair portrait, and that would have should have been the exclusive.
Yeah, I agree.
I wish they'd include more. Like, just have both.
Or another face transforming with longer hair, like into.
What's the exclusive number on it? How many?
7. I think it's 7 or.
I think it's half. So I think it's 600 because the collector. I think it's usually half, right? Because the collector says 1,200. But when you go on the website, it doesn't tell you what the EX is. But I think it was 600. I think it was half with the collectors. I think that's usually the normal pricing.
Did any of you pick up the vinyl figures? The new vinyl figures from Sideshow?
What vinyl figures?
From what brand?
Like the one right there, the Unruly variant, the bottom left.
Right here?
Yeah, that one.
What is this?
That's Jesse Hernandez. So I have a few vinyl pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And this is part of their Unruly Industries line where they have like special artists make some of these they're like vinyl figures, but they're very small.
So like the Kid Robot type thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
My cousin collects those things. It's pretty cool. Not my cup of tea, but they look neat.
Yeah, so
I didn't know if any of you were shown under a black light. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Jesse Hernandez is like a beast in that world, and that's one of his pieces. It's pretty nice.
Looks pretty cool. I like the freaking face. He looks mean as hell.
What's the market? Is it like Funko Pop market?
Yeah, if you go to the what is it, blog on Sideshow.
Well, those are the other pieces right there.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
They have a whole bunch of them.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Let me get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Pre-order it, Chris. Get the Batman.
Nah, I could get that shit for free because I got fucking gift cards on this shit from like 2 years ago. And I have no clue what I'm ever going to use that on. That ass.
Chris, since you're sharing, can you go to MCE's Instagram real quick?
Bro, they don't say it. I have the EX, but they don't say how much Mystique is. How many exclusive?
Marvelous statues. I think look at this fat Batman.
This?
What? Yeah, people love these things. I don't know why.
Oh, so this goes with that Wolverine eating the burgers.
That's the same people did that. Yeah, in the Deadpool or Fatpool or whatever.
You can't find that Wolverine anywhere.
So,
yeah, didn't a lot of the money go to charity, I think? Or one of them did. The Wolverine looked really cool. The Deadpool looked. I thought Deadpool's didn't look as cool.
Yeah, and that one will probably sell out too, though.
Probably. They're both good pieces.
Oh man, talking about the freaking Miles Morales, bro. I gotta give a shout out to my man Lou. Dude is doing a customization on his PF where
Spider-Man PF?
he's getting the J's.
Oh, he's
Oh,
putting
wow.
the shoes on it?
Yeah, bro. This is the Bowen 1/6 that he has it for, but he's getting them made in quarter scale. And I
That's
just think
nice.
that's so dope,
That's pretty cool.
right?
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's what has he done? And look, he's making a hoodie for him too.
I was gonna say he's got to do a jacket. Yeah.
Yep. He's got the hoodie. He's gonna make the J's for him. Shout out to Louis Villamar. He's up and coming painter. See some of his work right here. That's a good portrait for
And
that.
customizer too.
Yeah. Yeah. He what's a piece that he's done that I love?
I
Oh,
think,
he's the one that did
Tim
the
was
Scarlet
talking.
Spidey.
Yeah, Tim was talking about him the other day, or months ago.
Yeah, man, I think this shit right here is so fresh. Once you get the J's on this, ooh, it's gonna look fresh, boy.
You could turn around and sell that for at least 1,000.
Yeah, man. That's you see, that's the kind of shit I like to see, man. People taking their pieces and really making them, their own. You know what I mean? Because that was my biggest gripe, with these large edition sizes. Like you get this piece and then it's like everybody has them. It's like it's not special, you know what I mean? But you got something like this, forget it. I think this is like Cosmic Spider-Man or something.
Yeah. That was the one that punched the Hulk into space. The books.
This is crazy. I don't know nothing about that, so I even yo, when I saw this for the first time, I'm like, yo, what is this? But yeah.
He was big in the 90s. Like in the early 90s, he was big, that character. Cosmic Spider-Man.
Did you guys see this? More of these vinyl figures. They had Thanos, the Mad Titan.
Oh, this right here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sharing your screen too, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
No worries.
Sorry.
Get out of this real quick.
I think he just started sharing it.
Look like a fucking monkey. Oh my god.
Some of these, I mean, especially these, you can customize them and paint these over. But like that's 7 inches high.
Yeah.
They got a new Apple.
What was that?
They got a new Apple.
Where is it? It's Sideshow. They'll probably sell the Apple.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's some of the other ones. So there's going to be a Deadpool one.
I think that's Unruly's logo on the Apple.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah, and they had a video too on YouTube where they talk to the artists. Some of these are really cool. This is the Frankenstein kind of stuff. Look at this one with the rainbow colors coming out of the eyes.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
And so you have these or what?
I have. Well, I don't have any of these, but I have stuff like this, and I have a couple custom ones that I went to a art show. They were basically for a good cause. Doctors Without Borders, and you kind of bid, on some of them. Because you can custom. A lot of times they'll take a custom vinyl figure and they'll customize it and make it to something entirely different. So this is a whole another collection kind of stuff. So here's this one. Speaking of the J's,
That's dope.
so it'd be kind of cool to see what this one looks like.
I think they're pushing Miles Morales to be like on the level of Deadpool and Harley Quinn as merchandising, which is smart.
Hmm.
A lot of kids,
Archangel is like, I've been giving my money to doctors and borders.
Doctors Without Borders, I think it's called.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna head out. You guys have
Yo,
fun.
all right, man, take it easy, bro.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right, take it easy.
I sent you a messenger on Dennis on Facebook or whatever.
You guys gonna meet up?
I don't know, Tim.
yeah.
I'm just not answering because I know you're trolling this.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
I'm
I
heading.
accept it.
Finally. See you later.
Good night, Ryan.
He likes me. He said yes.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Am I
You
still
know what
sharing
I'm-
right now?
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, right, bro. I can still see that I'm sharing my damn screen.
There you
You trying to get me, bro?
go.
I was about to pull up the Pornhub tab. You'll be like, aha!
Exposed.
Oh,
That's
my-
why he got those glasses. You can see it in the reflection.
Two men, one cup.
Nah, that's
Aw,
come
man,
on, bro.
come
That's all you,
on.
bro. That's all you. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, did you guys watch the first one?
I seen a clip of it, bro.
Back in the day, the two girls, one cup, whatever.
Yeah.
It's
anything
really
going on
gross.
in the chat? Someone said, Dennis, are you affiliated with them? I don't know if they're talking to me or.
That was Jay Remy. He's a troll. Don't listen to Jay Remy.
Oh,
He's a troll. I don't know where Fate David is. Jay Remy.
do any
People
of
are
you
tired.
have the X23 on pre-order from Sideshow?
Nope.
Ah, man.
Ah, I love that piece.
I think everyone else does though.
Yeah,
That collects Marvel.
you're not alone, bro. I think Gem got that
Not
one on
alone.
order too. Gem Mint.
I think that would look good next to the XM Phoenix or Jean Grey.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that they're starting to really hunker down and start like filling out their lines. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to fill them out nicely.
We got a special guest coming in real quick. Sent the invite.
Anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, can't say it. So what if they don't show up?
Oh,
Then I just look like a jerk.
Wow, fucking fraud.
Yeah.
all right. Well, speaking of something else, collecting. Do anyone in the chat or you guys collect any of these 1/64 scale? I don't know if you can see it on the camera.
Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels or M2. So I'm a big Skyline, Nissan Skyline. Anything Skyline I collect. And so I just love these. This is a Coca-Cola M2 edition.
Oh, nice.
So added this to my collection. So
I
if
mean,
you're into cars, you might
cars
like
those were the first thing I collected when I was little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a whole shelf dedicated to cars. You could barely see it, but in the corner, I have like a diorama set up with a whole bunch of Hot Wheels, and then I have larger scale, 1/18 scale, Skyline, old school, new school. As long as it's Skyline, I'm all about it.
That's dope. You got a bunch of them things?
Yeah. One Besta worth of collectibles.
Nice.
You know what's crazy is my grandfather. When I was in high school, I didn't care about collecting. Well, you know what I mean. I had video games and stuff. I wasn't the way I am now. But my grandfather, he was like 80 or 70. I don't know. You know, he was old, but he had like a really nice display case, and he had nothing but cars in it. So I'm like, damn, he's the guy that passed it down to me. 'Cause my parents don't really collect, but my grandpa had all these nice cars, and I have a few of his after he passed away, we took like a few, and then they gave them to the family and stuff. But I don't know anyone else in my family that collects. My mom, I think, hoards clothes. But that's about it. But I don't know. Do you guys have anyone in your family that collects like you? Or anyone in the chat as well.
Nah, I've tried to get my brother into it. Like every Christmas, I'll get him like a figure. And I actually just use like all my freaking Sideshow points. Because I'm doing all this like commission work. And he's like, "Yo, when you're done, doing your thing, I want us to commission a War Machine Punisher." But since that shit's not happening anytime soon, I bought him the Hot Toys one with my Sideshow point. But he doesn't collect at all. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
My wife's family, her cousins, they're big into collecting cars as well. But they also drive like Mitsubishi Evos, Subarus. So one of her cousins in the Philippines, I guess they get good deals on cars. Things are a lot cheaper there. And so he has it's true, man. They got a whole bunch of like cars just mint in the packaging, and he has a lot of kids, so he won't open it. But yeah, anything that people start collecting that's not statues is pretty interesting too.
Oh, yo, you know what? Yeah, I agree. I think seeing collections like that, it's just like that's not statues or superhero related. It's nice to see, man. It's fresh, Like some dudes will post like their Godzilla collections. It's just a bunch of these vinyl figures, and it's like, wow, it's crazy.
The ones that throw me off though are the ones that like they like a lot of people are into Superman, but they collect nothing but Superman. Like they just have every Superman. Those kind of blow my mind because it's just like, whoa, that's a lot of one character. I don't know if I could do that. Like have more than one character like that, or the same character in my whole collection.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I've seen some sweet what do you call that? Shrines, I guess, of characters. Like I've seen a couple Daredevil ones. I think his name is Chris Bales or B Mother. He has like a Daredevil shrine. I'm pretty sure Carlos has like a Superman shrine somewhere in his collection.
Yeah,
how big is it? The Daredevil one?
It's pretty big, man, and it's nice. Like he has the first appearance CG seed of Daredevil. He has like a bunch of the bone pieces, a bunch of the mini busts. Then he has all of the premium formats, the XM. It's a nice setup, man. It looks good.
Some people in the chat are talking about collecting sneakers, like sneaker collections. That's also a big hobby.
That's true. I totally forgot about my grandpa, man. He collects Hess trucks. Like he literally has a display of all his Hess trucks from I don't know how many years in a row he has, but he does have that.
Why Hess?
I don't know, bro.
He just likes the way they look.
I guess maybe he just got them every year and he was like, fuck it, maybe let me just make a display.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat, they got 50 plus pairs of shoes. When I'm looking at someone's like sneaker collection, I like I'm interested in like knowing about your closet and how you display it, because they display it like statues sometimes. I really like that.
In high school, I had a shit ton of clothes, and I used to color coordinate everything. Like the yellows would be with yellows.
Man, and the flip flops would be all the way at the bottom.
The flip flop,
the rainbow shirts would be all the way on the far right. Your scrunchies would be in the little drawer right here. Oh man, so I'm talking about, Tim.
Yo, I had a lot of clothes back in the day.
I'm sure you did, bro. Where did you keep your purses? Oh shit!
Oh, what's up, man?
Don't tell me that shit.
What's going on, fellas?
What up, bro?
Man?
God damn.
Hey, let me know if I'm producing a fucking echo, because I don't have no headphones hooked up or nothing.
No, you're
Nah,
good.
you sound good to me, man.
It's not bad.
Ooh, what's going on, fellas? What I miss out?
That damn gauntlet behind you, man. Your review on that. I love that piece.
Yeah, that thing is bad.
I just watched the freaking review today, man. Sippy, sippy.
Yeah, had a little snippet. Saying, baby,
Oh man.
Yo, that thing is huge. Go crazy.
Yeah, man. You know what? I think a lot of people are gonna pass on it just because the name alone, just because it has that Hot Toys tag on it. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people are. That's like kind of off-putting to a lot of people that just collect statues. But yeah, man, it's dope, man.
I like your comment on the not having sound, because as soon as I was watching your review, I had mines on and I was playing with the sound, and I'm like, man, I really like the sound, even though it's not the life-size version.
Oh,
but
the Legends one?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about picking that shit up too, bro. Like,
it's fun, man. Everybody that comes to the house, they don't have to know anything about video games or Marvel. They just love playing with it. It's just a fun toy.
The paint job looks better on the Legends joint than it does on the Hot Toys joint. What's up with that, bro?
Crazy.
No, but yeah, I was thinking about it, man. Like, I don't know, because looking at that shit from the movie and fucking on the front of the steelbook cover, that shit is a little bit more gold in the movie, man. I don't know if I ever got anything repainted, I might just get that gone.
I feel like that would be worth it though, man. Like that's just
really, yeah.
That's a classy piece, and like even the stand, man, it just looks good.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's worth the price, but Hot Toys definitely should have fucking stepped it up a little bit with the paint, man. Just a little bit.
I was sweating when you were trying to put that fucking the USBs in. You was holding it. You like, God damn, this shit is heavy. I'm like, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you need two people, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna call my wife in here, bro, but nah.
Yeah, but the Marvel Legends is something about just putting it on and just playing with, opening and closing it. It's just
you get a lot for your money with that shit, bro. Only $100 for that.
Oh
great.
Yeah,
pretty good size too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but do they call it life size though?
I don't know if they do. It's huge, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
I wonder how tall. How tall is the life size one that you have?
It's like 29 inches. But that's on the stand. So
yeah, now I want to know.
Where's my fucking measuring tape at? Oh, I got it right here. Yeah, I can only stay on for like 20 minutes, man, because I'm actually gonna be leaving for work here pretty soon.
Brother, I'm out of here in like fucking 5 minutes, 7 minutes, maybe.
It's all good. Dang, I think it's huge.
It's only 26 inches for the glove itself.
Shit.
That's nuts.
You got work tonight, Chris?
Yeah, son, I got called in this morning. I got off this morning, bro. I came home, took a shower, went to sleep. Don't woke me out my sleep like, yo, I got nobody to cover tonight. I'm like, whatever, son. I get the extra cheddar. Ain't nothing.
What do you got coming in, Mike? On your pre-orders?
Everything on Sideshow's website, bro.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
That. By the way, it's 20 inches. By the way,
20 inches.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty fucking big, man. The life size is only 26, so
that's the one that you could like articulate the fingers, right?
Yeah.
So fucking fine, bro.
Someone scratching his fucking coolie with that.
Yeah, I had hella people comment on my video like, how come the Infinity Stones and Soul Gems are like, in a different order than from the comics? But they changed it around in the movie, man. None of the Soul Stones are in the same place, you know what I mean? But I have no idea why they did that for the movie. I don't know if that was just something that they thought of themselves and they just wanted to run with it, or if like there was an actual reason for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was kind of weird.
We're not even too far away from the next one, man. When's it come out? May? April?
I think it's April, right?
Holy shit, man. It's
They
crazy.
moved it up a few weeks, like the end of April.
Damn.
Yo, Gem Mint says he wants to see those Omnis. Mike.
That's pretty much it right now. Just that.
Oh wow, I
Nice.
didn't peep that, man.
Fucking with that miles right now. I read this shit. I read this shit when it first released, the miles, but I wanted to reread it. It's a pretty good fucking read, man. That's one of the problems I have with my shit. Like, instead of reading all of them, like, I'll double read shit sometimes because my fucking retention's horrible, man. I swear.
Yeah.
In old age, bro, shit ain't cool.
It happens when you read it all the time, man. Like when you're reading that shit all the time, Mike, some of them overlap and stuff like that, and you just think, hang on, did it happen in this one or that one? So you got to pick it back up and read it again and go, yeah, it was this one.
What up, Jason?
How you going, buddy?
What's up, man?
What's up,
How
Jay?
you liking that Prime 1 joint?
Dude, prime location. Prime location for Prime 1.
Good, man.
Man, I was geeking hard unboxing it last night. So
What's your next one? You already got it planned out or what?
I'll probably get the Green Lantern because it's in stock. You know, mate, you don't want to wait for stuff when you order it. You know, when you order it, you want it chop. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get that one next, and then probably pre-order the Flash. That because I'm going all their quarters, man.
That Flash hasn't dropped yet, though, right? It hasn't been.
No, it's still on pre-order. But I think that's the next one they've got coming out. But I've got to double check that. I'm not sure.
So, what do you think about the quality? Can you tell the difference?
Oh, dude! As soon as you open the box,
Looking way different.
wrapped in that sexy silk and everything, you know, like man, dude, it just screams quality as soon as you open the box, you know.
How was shipping? How was shipping in Australia?
Was free. Shipping was free because we've got a supplier for Prime 1 in the next state over. So any orders from them over $100, you get free shipping. And I rang them up and they said, oh, it'll probably be like end of next week. And I said, well, tell Toby, the owner of the place, I said, tell him, like, he spent half an hour on the phone convincing me, along with all the Darth Castle boys and everything, convincing me all the time, get Prime 1, get Prime 1, get Prime 1. So I said, let him know. And then apparently it got expedited shipping and I got it here like 2 days later. So
Nice.
very happy. And 14% off. Like, you can't sneeze at that.
Yeah, I just ordered that fucking Bloody Nightmare Prime 1 exclusive variant of Guts.
Yeah.
And you can only get that shit through Prime 1. I think it was like...
Where are you going to put it, bro? That thing's massive.
I think it's only like 33 inches, but I was thinking about dropping this shelf and put them there. I don't know, man. See, it's different because when I started buying anime pieces too, like, I kind of didn't want to put them together with the rest of my shit, you know?
Yeah.
But that means I would have to start another room. So maybe
I thought we had another room, man.
I'm just going
to... Well, look, Mike, you're actually probably the best guy to ask, right? Because you've been in this the longest, you know, out of all of us here and stuff. So when you started, have you noticed that the sizes are just progressively getting bigger and bigger and bigger while still being called quarter scale?
Yeah, Prime 1 don't give a fuck, bro.
No, man. Yeah, hey, he's still quarter, but we'll put a base this bloody high on it, you know, and you're like, what?
Nah, yo, who was I watching, man? I think I was watching Jorge, MCE, doing like a joint review of that fucking Doomsday, man. Like, that's crazy,
Junior Collector, man. That thing is off the hook. I love it, but where can I put it, man? Like, I need to build a new room just to accommodate that.
That's just...
My boy Chris was gonna send it to me for he just wanted me to review it for the channel, right? And when he got it in, he was like, "Nope, the fucker's way too big."
Yeah, what's it? I mean, like these places, they get really good shipping deals. I mean, then these companies don't give us them good shipping deals. You know, it costs, like, for example, about between 150 to 180 Australian dollars, which would be like 140, 150 American dollars to ship a PF from LA to here, right? But if I try to send one back to one of you guys, it's like 365, 420, and you're just like, what the hell?
With the discount. With the fucking 60% discount, it's still crazy expensive.
I think I don't know if we was talking about in the show, man, but some cat in Chile, he had bought the Prime 1 something, man. But the shipping, like it was $1,000 piece, and shipping was like $1,500, bro.
I've seen that shit, man. That's crazy.
What?
I can't believe you fucking paid that, bro.
That's wild, bro. That ass. That's just crazy.
You might as well commission your own piece for fucking that price.
Right, for 2,500, bro. Forget it. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all, man. Yo, Mike, it was good seeing you. Cash, good looks for having me back on the show. Dennis, love as always. I didn't get your name, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jason, buddy. Yeah,
Jason,
pleasure to meet
man.
you,
It's
mate.
good to see you, man.
He's got his
I'm
shirt
gonna holla at y'all, man.
Good night, Chris.
Now, have a
Long
good
time
weekend.
watcher, first time appearer.
Yeah, everybody wants to know why your shirt's on.
It's actually cold here today. There's a tropical cyclone bearing down on the coast, and it's pushed like this weather system through that's actually just dropped the heat by about 15 degrees. So, yeah, it's nice. It's actually I can actually walk around and not be sweating my ass off. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I got that fucking that Miles, man. That Miles has been sitting here. I've had this shit in for fucking 2 weeks, man. Right?
Yeah.
I hit him up. I was like, you know what? Send this shit over to me. I'm trying to get a video out ASAP. And it's just been way too fucking busy at the house with everything, working too much. I just haven't been able to get around to it. I got everything set up today, and I was going to film a video. But the street in front of my house is fucking super busy on the weekdays sometimes, right? Because it's right next to a school. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm just going to wait till the weekend at nighttime to film the unboxing, you know?
Yeah.
Sure. I can't wait to fucking crack that thing open. That's the only thing I hate about doing videos. I love to do videos. It's fun and all, but when you have to actually wait to film to open up a piece,
yeah,
you're fucking dying to open that shit up, you know?
All these old pieces that I've been getting, like this one and stuff, like I haven't done any. I want to do videos, but I haven't done it, and it just feels nice. Like I just chill. I just get it.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah. When I took a break, bro, I still had like 80 pre-orders, right? And I wasn't making any videos, and they were just rolling in like once a week, you know, all kinds of statues coming in, and I was just like, I was getting out of the hobby at the same time too, so it's like a double-edged sword, you know. I was enjoying it when I was.
Hold on, you were getting out of the hobby with 80 pre-orders coming in.
Yeah. Because you know what it was, bro. I burned myself out. I burned myself out from not money wise, but you know.
It's not easy, bro. Like, you know, people just think, oh yeah, just set up a camera, start ripping boxes. They don't take into account like the amount of time editing, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've just put my video up, and I've got to wait 2 hours for YouTube to actually just say to put it up to 4K quality. They'll only show it in 320p if I put it up now.
It used to be worse, bro.
I've got to wait for that. Then you've got the editing. You know, like the editing took me like 5 hours this morning.
Hey, the whole reason why I landed up going out and getting a 4K camera was because of Dennis. Dennis did a fucking statue collection room tour like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And you had like a Canon,
the GXH something.
Yeah, and that shit was spitting out fucking super crispy video, bro. I was like, you know what, dude? If I make any videos, I'm not fucking filming with nothing that ain't at least as good as that, right?
G30.
Yeah, bro. Hey, that shit right there, bro. That shit was spitting out some crispy ass.
I'll plug my brand, the Panasonic.
Hey, what do you have the AX100, Jason?
Honestly, I don't know. Let me see. Doesn't really say, to be honest.
That's Sony, right?
Pull it out.
It's a Sony 4K?
Yeah, it's one of them Leica Dicoma.
I think that's the AX100.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I was thinking it was a Sony. Because Sony has
what do you use?
logo on the side.
Yeah, I only got this one. I got this one for Christmas off the family, and I was like, yeah, sweet. So they go, you can film family videos now, and I go, that's not what I'm using.
I've actually been thinking about fucking not filming in 4K anymore, man.
Dude, well, I feel you with that, because I mean, if you're filming in 1080p, the amount of software and the lack of processing power that you need for editing, like simple cuts and cutting that. But 4K, man, you need the Adobe Premiere or a similar program.
With one video, it takes up like 260 gigs.
It's just the size. Yeah, the size alone is just ridiculous.
Just with the editing and shit. Like just the video itself is only like maybe 60 gigs. But after you fucking edit and all that shit, like every time you clip anything, it's adding to I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not getting mine that big. I'm getting them around the like once edited, and then I'm usually getting them around about the 6 to 8 gig. That's if they go over 20 minutes. Anything below that's usually a bit shorter. But that's the new HT64 codec.
One thing that I've noticed though, if you export your file from like iMovie to your desktop and then upload it, that shit uploads way faster, man.
Yeah, why don't you guys do 60 FPS? That 1080p 60 FPS. That's really nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm more unfortunate that I got really good net here. Like for the first time, Australia's actually got good internet, and I made sure that I paid the bickies to get the good stuff because I like to download a lot of stuff, you know, like. But yeah, and but yeah, that's why when I upload, like seriously, like I can upload like 5 gig in like 8 minutes and stuff like that. But it's just YouTube taking the time to process it. That's the killer, you know, because when it comes to 4K video, man, they just drag it out.
Yeah. And you said you're someone said they were editing in iMovie.
Yeah, I edit in iMovie.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend because I used to do that too, where I was like, let me try going straight to YouTube or something from inside the program. Yeah, that's nightmare. So it's definitely.
And sometimes it'll fucking freeze halfway, and then it just won't.
Yeah, that's what I. That's why I don't use YouTube editing software. Yeah,
I've had better luck ripping it to my phone and then uploading it from my phone to YouTube. And plus, like if I'm leaving the house, I can check the process from my phone. You know what I mean? So it's actually better like that.
This is all I use.
Hey, it's not bad. I did my Walking Dead Ezekiel statue review using the 4K feature on there, and it turned out good. I just had a little tripod and stuff, but it's something about the camcorder is just
that shit's crispy, bro.
Yeah. So what camera do you have that shoots 4K? Because
right now I have the AX33. I had another one, bro, when I was first shooting in 4K. That was like it was like $8,000.
Ooh.
And I used it for a couple months, and then I bought this other one. I could not tell a fucking difference, dude. They were both Sony, right? One was like super professional, like that's all you do for your fucking job, right? And the other one was like a handy cam, right? The 4K handy cam. Could not tell a difference, man. So I returned the other one and kept the AX33. That shit was only like $1,000 at the time. But I'm honestly thinking about going over to the Canon 80D. Just because you can throw lenses on.
You know what's spinning me out, man? I see the quality of these videos with the new iPhones and the Google Pixels and stuff like that that record in 4K. And dude, that shit's amazing. I think the only thing is
you can't even tell the difference. You can't even tell the difference from a phone to a camera now. But unless you're taking pictures, then you can.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And for me, I still think the high frame rate adds something different. It gets into that uncanny valley kind of stuff where it throws you off a little when you're going from 30 frames a second to 60. But when you have stuff in 60 frames per second, because even because it can do 1080p, you know, my old footage, something about that it's very smooth and with the camcorder with the Canon, you get depth, which you kind of lose with the phone, right? Because you don't. Something about it, it's different, but
digital versus analog, I think.
Yeah.
The zooming.
Well, I mean, that's the thing too. The human eye can't even see in 4K, so you know it gets to the point where it becomes a bit redundant. But you're right; it's a little intimate details of when you're moving the camera or something like that you really notice the difference.
And really, honestly, the most important thing is the fucking light. You could have the best fucking camera out there. If you got shitty light, it doesn't mean anything. You know,
and it's not that hard, man. I mean, if it looks good to your eye, like you're not seeing shading and stuff with your eye, and then you record it, it's usually pretty good. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Like if you just go, I'm just going to do it in this dark room, and why doesn't it look as good as the statue? Well, how's it going to record? There's no light on it.
Yeah, I struggle a lot with lighting. I have
you're in a basement, right?
Yeah, I'm a basement, and then I have all these yellowish lights around. but I struggle a lot with lighting, and now that I have some soft light, I need dimmable lights. Right now I have ones that are just like full blast or half blast,
Yeah.
so they're very intense, and then there's not high ceilings in here, so I can't really have it too high. But lighting does make a lot of difference.
The only thing that sucks
Oh,
about lighting, though,
sorry, Mike. I was just going to say, with the lighting, what I found too is nothing competes to natural lighting. Even if it's like a cloudy day or something. If it, like I'm fortunate enough to have a big outdoor area, and I take mine out there to do the photography and that for that, because you just get a little bit of natural lighting on it. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I took pictures. Taking pictures, especially if you're going to sell something, take pictures in natural lighting.
And let me mention Adobe Rush. I don't know if you guys mess with Adobe Rush. That's a new product from Adobe. I just went to their what is it? Adobe. I'm forgetting the name of the conference, but Adobe's conference every year. They had it in California this year. So Adobe Rush is basically like a quick tool that you can use on your phone, an iPad. They also have a desktop version, but drag and drop titles, lower, the lower thirds, easy transitions. It's basically like how Apple has their what is it? A Final Cut. It's like a easier Final Cut, but for like Windows. Although it works on both platforms, but you guys should give it a try, or anybody in the chat room.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you don't know a lot about editing, it's nice. It's quick to edit in there, and it's newer, so it's always going to have some updates. But you guys should try it. So I thought I would throw that out there just for some tips if someone's trying to make a video, because it's a lot easier to do titles in that than it is.
Service? You got to pay for that monthly.
Yes.
That's the only thing I fucking hate about those things, man. I like to be like one and done, man. Buy it, you're done. You don't have to keep on paying fucking subscriptions, man. Like
you pay $300 or something for a good editing software, and then just say, bang, that's it. Now I've got a lifetime license. When updates come out, they'll just give me updates.
That's what I love about Final Cut.
Months,
yeah, Final Cut, you pay once and you get lifetime updates. Adobe, they switched around their their subscription service, because you used to be able to pay once and then you were able to get updates. But now their thing is, look, we keep everything updated. We'll tie you into our cloud service. So, I get it. From a business model, subscription is the way to go. The Netflix model.
Well, imagine a lifetime of having to pay that subscription. How much that's going to cost you?
Yeah.
But you're always going to get the brand new shit. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, for Adobe, I don't know if they sell one just for Adobe Rush, but like for the whole Adobe Master Suite, it's like $80, like $50 to $80 a year. So, or a month. I'm sorry, a month. So
there's always the pirate adoption too.
I wish that somebody would make something that could be tailor made for your style of editing, and then you throw all of your footage in there, and it just does itself. You know what I mean? That shit would be badass, bro. I'm sure it's coming, because
you can sort of do that with Adobe Premiere. You can set up your templates. You know what I mean? With where you're going to have your usual titles and that come in, and you just change the text. Everything's like there. You just drag it.
Apple tries to do that more with like their iMovie and those kind of products. It
was crazy, bro. I just noticed that because I was fucking on my phone the other day, and that's what gave me the idea for it. I was on my phone the other day, and it gave me like a timeline, like highlights for the year, and it fucking had a video that I didn't even make on my phone with a bunch of different footage that's in my phone, and she was a little risky too on some of them.
But yeah, that's what like Facebook does that kind of stuff with their algorithms. They'll look at your photos and create stuff. I mean, even my daughter, she'll just using the simple iMovie software or on her phone, just putting that together, she'll create stuff that's like really good. So they have some good stuff.
I was thinking about having, because bro, honestly, man, I work way too much. You know what I mean? I'm at 70 hours a week. I'm gonna be doing that shit for the rest of my life. I was thinking of fucking just having my wife edit my shit. You know what I mean? Pick that shit up.
Have you thought about doing live? Just doing it live?
Nah. I mean, the video quality is horrible on the live, bro.
Is it? I haven't tried it yet.
And if you can't see the details of a piece, why even fucking look? You know what I mean? Why even waste your time?
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't do a live one. I think that's, for me as a viewer, for me personally, I want to see the detail. I appreciate the 4K. So yeah, I wouldn't do live unless you have, Sideshow will have their their live setup, which is kind of different. I'm sure they have tons of money in that stuff, but
I'm going to be 100% honest. I made too many mistakes to go live, and I cussed too much off camera. So there is no way I'm doing that,
dude. If I do a lot of stuff live, and especially my early videos, this is me every 2 seconds. I mean, in editing, I found myself editing some of that stuff out. So thank God for editing video, after the fact.
I can't do it because I'm gonna look like a straight up alcoholic.
Sometimes people think it's easy, but it's not.
About that, like what we were just talking about then. So when I did that one, the Superman v Doomsday diorama, right? I've just got through saying to my son, now everyone told me this is going to be so hard. It was so easy, I've got Doomsday and Superman lined up, and then I've got to the Daily Planet stuff, the stuff at the front. Dude, took me forever. Like nearly 20 minutes, so I had to speed it all up or cut bits out and stuff like that. And just where I got being a smarter. So imagine doing that live and how much shit you'd cop. Just going, oh, this is easy. You guys can't do this for crap. Oh, look at me, the king, and then just not being able to do something simple like that.
Yeah, when you guys were at WonderCon last year,
how
many statue companies were there? Just PCS?
There was just PCS, man. Like Sideshow had us display a lot of statues on their behalf for them, or their stuff that they just had released in that. But there was that, and there was one other booth that had Malvestros from them at the time. And bar that, there was a lot of sellers though. There was a lot of like actual shops that go there with their statue stock. Like if I didn't have to worry about weight and that coming on, I was going to 100% grab this Hobgoblin Marquette off this dude. The old Sideshow one. He had it there for like, I think it was like 160, 180 bucks. I'm like,
the only thing that sucks about buying from that type of situation though is they're all regulars, man. Because they're mostly comic shops, and comic shops only get regulars.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, one thing I did pick up there was like here the bombshells for that DC 16 line, they're insanely priced. They only sent certain numbers of certain batches of ones out this way, so if you've missed out, you're not going to get it. And for example, I had the Hawk Girl, which I think is really nice, but not $220 worth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're sort of like, hang on a minute, that cost 120 when it came out. What are you trying to give me $100? And their bloke had it there for like 75 US. I went, yeah, beautiful, bang. Yeah. Just let me open the box, look at it, it was all right, straight away in the suitcase.
Anybody end up getting that Miles?
No.
I'm getting rid of all my Marvel stuff, bro. I'm getting to that point where the room's starting to get thin and the wife's starting to stress about the amount of money that I spend on these things. So I'm allowed to spend money that I've already spent, is how she's put it. So what I sell off, I'm putting back into.
You're at a point right now where the collection pays for itself.
Yeah. How many pieces is that? How many?
The collection pays for itself at a certain point in time.
My
collection has paid for itself for the past 3 years.
Dude, I bet you're the same as me, Mike. You look around and you go, not feeling it. Loved it when I got it, not feeling it now. And there's a piece that I want that's coming in. And
I've sold like 100 pieces, right? And when I put everything up for sale, I put everything up for sale. I tied no emotional attachment to it whatsoever. Once I made that decision, that was it. I was just gonna let it all fly. And whatever sold, right? And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish I had some of those pieces, still. Because I stopped halfway. Yeah. I really wanted to get back into it for some reason. I don't know what it was. I think it was that fucking DBZ Brawly from Sume. That shit pulled me back in. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck, dude, I wish I had some of those pieces, like the Galactus Maquette, which was my first one ever.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And and I can't fucking repurchase something that I've already had though. Like if I've had it for a couple of years, like my time with that piece, I feel like it's not
It's
really.
nostalgia, bro. You remembering what it was when you first got it, but you're forgetting what it was like when you actually went, yeah, I can part with it.
Yeah, because I mean, there's fucking a million pieces coming out now. You know what I mean? There's pieces dropping.
Look, I had Shaq, Ty, and Iron Spider-Man. They're two that I regret selling, you know. But in all honesty, I didn't have that many Star Wars. I wasn't going to collect the whole line. I just got it because it looked beautiful at the time. It was a good price. And the mate of mine had all these different Star Wars figures, and he was like, man, that's one that I've been looking. I had no idea how rare it was, you know. And I just said to him, dude, yeah, well, this is what I paid for it. And he goes, I'll give you an extra $50. I went, yeah, okay, here you go.
Hey, you guys, I got to take off, man. I'm heading off to work right now.
All right, man. Take care, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
I'll definitely come on whenever I get a chance.
Yeah, man. Anytime. I'll send
Just say again, Mike.
All right, you guys.
All right, take it easy. All right.
Peace. That was nice.
Actually, hey, I got a smart ass Archangel, always Archangel. No, not getting. I've got more than one marble piece. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4.
And how many you get rid of?
Six left.
6 of them? Okay.
Yeah, I've got Red Skull exclusive, Grey Hulk exclusive, Red Hulk exclusive, She-Hulk, Iron Man Mark 42, and Thor movie one, and that's it. And a Bowen Invisible Woman clear variant.
Nice, nice. Are you selling any DC pieces?
Dude, yeah, I'm getting rid of all the 6 scale stuff.
Oh, okay.
I was just cluttering up, you know. And A-Tim did that to me. He just said, he goes, "Oh, you know, I did what you did, but then don't you notice that?" And it's, you know, it's like when someone points out a flaw on one of your statues that you haven't seen, and then once you look at it, you go, "Oh, man, that's where your eyes always go."
That's all you see.
Same thing with that. He did it to me. He goes, "Oh, look, man, all the smaller stuff, it detracts from the bigger stuff." And I went and cleaned it all out of there, and I looked and I went, bloody hell, you're right. Like all the bigger pieces just popped a lot better. So,
yeah, you gotta spread it. If you're gonna do that, you gotta have your own space for the small pieces and have your own space for the big pieces.
Yeah. So, like, I'm selling all the Cover Girls, all the Kotobukiya stuff that I've got, and all that sort of stuff. Superman, Kingdom Come, old stuff, you know, from DC Direct and stuff like that. And the only one I'm keeping that Bombshell line because the wife loves that more than anything, probably more than me. So,
Are you keeping the Dios?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not getting rid of them. God, no. I'm just waiting for him to bring out the next one.
Nice.
Because they're impressive, bro. Like, you know, the photos don't do them justice. When you walk up and you look at the detail, particularly that Doomsday one, and me and Adrian, we argue all the time. That's why with the odd couple. But yeah, he loves Batman, and I love the Superman one, and we're always, man, mine's better than yours because of this, you know. And he's like, piss off, you know, like this is better than that, you know. And we both end up agreeing that the points we bring up about each statue are right, you know.
Yeah. What do you think of the Bane? The Bane's nice, right?
Dude, love it.
Yeah, the subtle green on the veins and stuff like that.
Yeah. But see, look, it's Ivan Rice, man. You know, like he draws the character and stuff like that. And that's the thing. When you get like blokes that are actually doing the work for the comics and then they're putting the input into making the statues, everyone knows Art Germlau for that reason. You know, he does great artwork and then people can translate that artwork into great sculpts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm waiting on One Punch Man. That's my next one. I keep checking my email and I keep checking the page. I'm like, please send me.
What scale are those? What scale is that statue?
It's gonna be 1/6. It's a 1/6 diorama. I'm gonna put him next to. I'll probably kick that Batman out. Wait, right there. Batman vs Joker, and I'm gonna put One Punch right here with Superman. So it's gonna be legit.
Those
when you walk into the room and you look at them dios, do they fill you with joy?
Oh yeah.
That's what matters, man. You know, like, see, I sold my Hulk v Wolverine because that got me my first Prime 1. So
which one?
Cyborg.
Oh, your Hulk versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that thing.
It was great, but that's what I'm saying. I wasn't going to keep one Marvel piece if I was getting rid of them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've thought about selling them, but I don't know. There's some that I want to sell. There's some that I'm never going to sell.
Well, I know that Superman Flash Racing one you'll never sell.
No, I'm not gonna sell that. Do you have that?
No. The only actual DC dial I've got is one of the old DC Direct ones. Superman versus Wonder Woman from the 90s.
No, yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the only one of them smaller scale ones from DC that I've got so far. But yeah, they're bringing out some. I've just been really worried about some of the paint jobs that I'm seeing starting on them now. Have they switched factories or something in China?
Yeah, the older ones are the better ones. Like,
yeah,
when I say, here, I'll show you.
Bowen had some really good paint work on some of their pieces.
Oh, Bowen was king. Like back in the
Yeah.
day, like nothing touched a Bowen. Like before they were toys, and then Bowen came out and started making collectibles. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so these ones have really good paint apps on them. They're simple, but they're super clean.
yeah,
Super
like,
clean
I've
lines.
seen in person the Batman Killer Croc one and the Wonder Woman versus Ares ones. They're fantastic. I really like that Superman Brainiac one too.
Oh yeah, now those like the top shelf right here, never selling these guys. Not these
No.
5. I don't care if it's not 1/4. I don't care if they're not
I've
1/6.
never seen that Green Lantern versus Parallax before. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. And then if you look over to the left, there's the Batman versus Superman. The comic version one.
Darkseid versus Superman.
The
You've got
parts.
one there as well. That's the same one I've got, the Superman Wonder Woman one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. But the paint app on that Superman versus Batman is just it's pretty bad. It's not that good.
Yeah.
At least
Actually,
that's my
the
opinion.
paint job on the Superman Wonder Woman one wasn't too good either. I sent it away to be repainted and it came back fantastic.
Oh really? You got it repainted? That's nice.
Yeah.
I think I got spoiled with Bowen because when I started collecting them, that was before I did the Sideshow 1/4 stuff. And when I went to the 1/4 scale, the paint job wasn't as good as the Bowen, in my opinion. And I was just kind of like, I was confused because I was like, this is a bigger scale. It should be easier to paint in these details. But something about the Bowens is, I don't get it.
Yeah. You know what statue I had for a minute? I had the Predator Cinemaquette, and I had it next to Lobo, and I'm like, oh my god, it made Lobo look so simple. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's the one with the bubbling swamp base and stuff like that. Yeah. I've seen that in person. It's amazing.
That thing blew everything in my collection out of the water because it just had so many paint layers on it.
So did you get rid of it because it was making the rest of your stuff look bad?
No, I got it on a deal, so I was like, so.
Man, I wish my camera went further.
Oh,
can you guys see that on your screen?
Yeah.
Here, let me hit your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get closer, but I can't.
Yeah. So what are you trying to put?
The Bowen corner.
Yeah, the Bowen's up top. But I can't get close enough. This is when
you're right. It was the paint apps on them, man. Like even the simple characters, but it was the more like he made ones like that one you got there of Ms. Marvel. You know what I mean? That's fantastic in the Warbird outfit.
I'm so dumb. I have like images like I can just share instead of trying to point it to it. But yeah, like the Spider-Man and Kingpin, even the Deadpool, it's just very, very clean. Very clean lines.
Yeah, I've got the quarter bug, and then you get the quarter customizations, and that when you get bored of a statue, and I'm getting that Gal Gadot head fixed from the Wonder Woman, Batman v Superman Wonder Woman that they flogged off, and what else? Yeah, I've got a few things out at the moment getting touched up. Oh, I got the custom capes and that for the Superman and Batman old premium formats from Dan Dynamic Mouse.
Nice.
I made the armored Batman.
Cool. I made my own capes for the Superman one because I didn't want to pay anybody money for it. But I guess that it fits my name, the cheap ass statue collector. But
there we go. That's the kryptonite spear on the armored Batman. Love that stuff.
Yeah, that's not a bad statue actually. I think it's underrated.
Oh, heavily, but because look, people just didn't like Affleck.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm sure. Watch all the people that won't like the next Batman too. Like it's just very divisive. Everyone's got their own interpretations of a character, and if it doesn't fall into their little box of what the character's meant to be, they don't like it. I'm guilty of that too. Like when I went and saw that Brendan Routh Superman one, that Superman Returns, I walked out of the cinema and my wife goes to me, "Oh, you must have loved that." And I said, "Are you shitting me?" Like, worst thing that they could ever do to me.
Okay, so these are the Bowens.
Oh,
Are these
yeah.
all Bowens?
Yeah, so these are all Bowens. But the Kingpin, that's just I love that statue, especially with the little accents, like the little gem that's in his neck there. Cable was super clean.
They're very comic accurate.
Yeah. And let me see if I go further here. I try to get in close on some of these, but you can just see how clean it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh yeah, I zoomed in on that.
How much more excited would you have been for the Captain Marvel movie if it was Miss Marvel in the Warbird outfit?
Yeah.
Not being sexist or anything, but just goddamn, like I loved her when I used to read the Avengers back in the day. You know what I mean? And not because I thought like she was sexy, because she was, but her leadership style and stuff like that when she took over was amazing.
Archangel says, "Look at the Gem Mint statue." Oh shit! Yeah, that guy's like always cracking on everybody.
So going back to the title of the chat there. Do you want to ask that question to what habits?
Yeah. We originally were talking about bad habits and bad collecting habits, and we're talking about everything from spending too much money, from building debt to kind of doing what Mike was talking about, where money wasn't the issue. The issue that he was kind of burning himself out because he was just buying everything under the sun. You know what I mean? So, which killed it for him, or doing too many videos and whatnot.
Big time. I mean, that's why I've stepped back a bit on the Facebook groups and stuff like that. I only stay in a few pages in that now, because I was just tired of seeing every day a new statue and this is a fan art or this is one coming out from the major producers. I'm like, man, I don't want to get my hype up over something in a prototype stage that looks fantastic, and then when it gets to the end, you're just like, oh, is that it? That's not what I initially saw. So I'd rather just remove myself from that, see the end product and go, yeah, fantastic, I want it, or no,
Yeah. You know what's helped me a little bit for so I had a bad habit of buying something and then just, okay, I got this, I'm moving on to the next one, like immediately. You know what I mean? And buying statues quickly, like every month. And I think the key is to move your stuff around. Move it around so you re-enjoy what you have. And then just take your time.
I'll go even one further. Like a lot of the Marvel ones that I've got rid of, I've actually traded. You know what I mean? For a DC piece. Like I've met other collectors that are, yeah, man, I'm trying to move my collection more into Marvel. And I go, well, look, man, these are the Marvel pieces I've got. You've got these DC ones. Which one would you like to swap for and stuff like that? And that's how I did it too.
Yeah, and also just moving it physically, like in your collection, like for me, I don't know if you can see the Lobo and X-23 over there. For that one, I just love that father-daughter, even though it has nothing to do with their comic book, the story that I'm showing. That
a lot of rage from some people in the chat.
I know. They hate it. Like, Dennis has no idea about the comics. Well, that's true. I'm coming from liking art and stuff like that. So forgive me for not knowing the backstory.
All I'm going to say is that you're lucky A-Tim isn't there in the chat.
It's all good. But again, we collect for different reasons, people.
Yeah.
So when I put those two together, it just made it look a lot better for me, and it just felt better. And I just like the story it's telling, even though I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but for me, it elevated those pieces for me when I put them together. So, and then when I have X-23, the one that I have on pre-order, put her next to, hopefully, try to fit them together or something. Jean Grey. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah, because one time I was fixing like my window in my room, and I had to take everything out, kind of out of like the cases, and I had to like put them up over here, and just moving them out of the case, and like I was able to actually like get closer to them and see them. I kind of appreciated them a little bit more, and then like you know what I mean. You like them again. You know what I mean. I don't want to say you fall in love with statues. I don't think you should fall in love with the statue. I don't know.
And look back to your question too. Like, man, I was guilty of some of the worst habits when it gets into this. Because like when I went into this, I went in double guns blazing. Like anything I liked, bang, bang, bang. Oh shit, I don't even like that, but it's a good deal, bang. You know. And man, I'm nothing like that anymore. I'm a lot more careful now. I look at that's what I'm going to get. I set out the budget plan, got the spreadsheet, how much I'm paying per month, what I can afford, and everything. So I don't want to get to the point where I'm going down to the shops to buy a pack of smokes or something, go to tap the card, and they go card declined because I'm tapped out on statues. You know.
What made you change your bad habits?
It was just look one day, just having a look around my collection, just noticed it was shotgunned everywhere. You know, like oh, I need this section here for Marvel, I need this section here for DC, and then I'm like, well, 3/4 of it's bloody DC. I think the only non-DC pieces I'm not getting rid of. Well, actually, Hellboy is DC. It's Dark Horse, and then Aspen Matthews. You know, but I'm a big fan of Michael Turner's art. You know, so yeah, I'm not getting rid of her either. And Red Sonja, the wife loves, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So Carlito, he would say, you know, just buy what you love. Don't buy to collect a line, because then that's how you kind of get stuck though too, buying too much things that you don't actually like, because you're like, I need to collect the whole line. I need to get all of them. You might not like all of them. So I mean, that's
look,
another thing.
Case in point, the new Catwoman.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, well, if I was going to get one, I'd probably get the older comic one, like you know, when in the purple suit.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got Michelle Pfeiffer. I've got the original Catwoman from the TV series and stuff like that. So, and Michelle Pfeiffer, you know, so there's not much more that's any different.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
But yeah, like you're right in that and saying like if you got sucked into, like I bought Man of Steel, Man of Plastic, right? And that was my first shit. I actually started to ring Sideshow to say, I think I've been sent a fake, you know, because like I had a few, and then I jumped online and had a look, and people are like, no, man, it's made of plastic, and yeah, it's really shit. And I was just like, man.
Wait, was that the one with the like water feature on it and stuff?
No, and I'll show you. I can show you because he's not very heavy. He's very easy to maneuver around. The Catwoman one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Check out that gorgeous face sculpt.
So if you don't like it, why do you still have it?
Because it was one of them ones that I bought, you know, and I do like it. I do like the character, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll never get rid of him, and there's no point in getting rid of him because, like, I'm not gonna
recoup the money you spent.
Not gonna make any money or anything, right? On it, you know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be, dude, yeah, you wanted $150, here you go, sort of thing.
Yeah. But you get the space though, and you get to clean it, you know, to clean out the clutter, I guess. If you will.
Well, that's the beauty with the little round base that he's got and stuff. He doesn't take up much room. Like, he can pretty much fit under Affleck's cloak if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So I've got that. I've got the Affleck Batman Cavill Superman. I'm getting the head sculpt repainted for the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman by John Allred. So once I get that back, I've actually got my big three. And now I've got Cyborg as well.
Nice. Who's your painter? Or
John Allred.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's based over there near you guys. Dan Dynamic Menace recommended him, and I just hit him up, and he said, yeah, he had an availability, and I sent it off to him and paid him for it, and just wait for it to come back.
How was shipping?
Not that expensive. It was like $40 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, because you're just shipping like a head or something.
Yeah, well, look, small items like 1/6 and stuff like that, it's not much. You know, it's like, and I mean, like, my dollars to you guys is play money, because it's like the American dollar's worth, like, I think it's 130 to 140% more than what the Australian dollar's worth. So, for example, you get like $1.40 for every dollar that you convert to Australian. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like when I'm saying $40, $50 shipping top sort of thing, well, yeah, that's to you guys it'd probably be like 20, $30.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot, but yeah, it's not bad.
And that, you know, you got to have it insured and all that sort of shit. So,
I'm trying
and
to
see,
remember.
look,
Yeah.
even Archangel did the same as me. He bought the Man of Steel, and it's sitting next to the armor Batman. It's one of them ones, you know, you pair the beautiful girl with the ugly friend, and it makes it look better.
Put it behind the glass on the nice light. Yeah. So, is that all custom behind you?
Yeah, I made all this myself.
Oh shit.
Yeah, all this. It's really basic, bro. It's just like I've got wall brackets into the studs that can hold like I think it's 100 kilo each, so I think that's like a couple of £100 or something like that. And yeah, basically just the boards are like hard, thick wood, so they don't warp or anything like that. And I've got them spaced pretty evenly apart, like on where all the wall studs are. So like less than half a meter for each wall stud. So like technically these shelves could hold probably a ton, but you wouldn't want to put it on there because it'd probably pull the wall down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not the shelving. And then just the perspex, I just got cut to size by a local supplier and put in a couple of aluminium rails on top and bottom so I can use them like sliding doors.
Oh, nice.
And just with warm white LED strips placed throughout it to light them up, and yeah, they look great.
Have you guys done a room tour yet?
Yeah, I did one back in November, but once I finish everything off, because I still got to do like the shelf along the top there to finish it off. And then, yeah, I've got to clean up. I've got boxes bloody everywhere at the moment. And all over here, and I've actually got a storage for all my boxes. But this is all just stuff that's packed up, ready to go, or stuff I've got in that I'm still doing reviews on. Like I got the Dark Knight Joker yesterday with Cyborg, but I still haven't. We just didn't have time after we did Cyborg. We were both white. We were like, "You want to do the next one?" We're like, "No, we'll do it next week or a couple of days down the track."
How do you think about that Cyborg with your Sideshow DC
Well,
pieces?
actually, look, I'll show you. I can put him. I'm slipping on boxes here. This one gets stuck all the bloody time. Now I'll just move this diorama over a bit so there's room. I think the scale's really good, particularly with their new premium formats they're bringing out. So.
Oh yeah.
Bring the camera over a bit better. So see, they scale really well.
Okay, good. So he's not overly too big or not too small.
Yeah, he's actually just right. Like, but the ones that worry me, like I think with the Superman base, the new 52 Superman, that base is angled higher up on it than that, even though he's crouched a bit. So that one would probably be a lot taller. The Flash, I'm also worried about because he's on that angle.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's running along the road where it's broken up. So, yeah, those ones I'll probably have to check, and they may have to go down the. Like, 'cause I put all my bigger ones, the ones that are tall, like Lobo, Sinestro, Darkseid, Lex Luthor, and the old PFs. They all go in the bottom row, and then like all the new DC. This is what I do like about it. The certain line. If you look there, all the DC ladies all fit in the one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like all the comic ones, all the other ones I've got over there, like Keaton, Batman, and all that sort of stuff.
Very nice.
But yeah, I'm still waiting on Wonder Woman, the new premium format, to arrive. So,
Are you excited about that or no?
Yeah, the Chinese have got us in for us at the moment, or something. They're blocking shipments and all this sort of crap with Australia at the moment. So we called them out for hacking our government, and they didn't like it. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen there.
Are you excited about the piece though?
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited because everyone, like all my mates and that have got theirs and stuff, they're all raving about how great it is. And I rang them up and I said, like, what the hell's going on? And they're like, yeah, it should be this date, but, we don't want to promise anything. And I'm like, oh, God, so I'm still waiting. Fully paid off.
Oh,
Like, that's what I'm saying. When I was saying the ones that I've got pre-ordered, they're all paid off. I don't. Sorry, Warhawk. I don't have the Green Lantern. He's the next one that I will be getting once I sell some of this smaller scale stuff off.
And speaking of Warhawk, he was asking where do I get inspiration, or where do I draw inspiration from to collect the characters I have? And I think for a lot of people, it's anything. It could be movies, comics. For me, usually it's the artwork. Anything I see online, artwork, but also could be a movie, like Thanos. I like Thanos from the beginning, but when I saw the movie and saw his character build up, then I really, really liked Thanos even more. So that kind of helped flush out, my like for that character. So I mean, I probably would have never got the Gauntlet if it wasn't for the movie. So there's a lot of different places I kind of draw inspiration from. But probably mostly coming from original artwork, I guess, too. So, how about you guys? Do you like kind of come more from comics, getting your inspiration, or?
A little, yeah. I don't know. Comics a little bit. I'm getting the comics a little bit later though. Mine is mostly from like my childhood. You know what I mean? Batman animated series, I think, is like the biggest inspiration, right? Why I like Batman and DC and stuff like that. And then like the cartoons and video games and stuff like that. And that's why I watched a lot of horror movies when I was younger. So that's why I like zombies and horror stuff. The Court of the Dead stuff is awesome. I'm not gonna go down that line. I might pick up another one or two, like some of the creatures. I can't pronounce his name. Pixel or Pix. I don't know what the heck his name is. The bird-looking monster. I'll probably pick that up. And I think they had like another big giant, like Raleigh-looking monster. So I just like the way those look.
I thought the Jester looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
by the way,
for me, it was comics. Like bang, 100%.
Comics.
I was one of these kids that, my dad used to go on long trips to the country and stuff like that. And he's a stack of comics to keep him quiet in the back of the car. And yeah, it hooked me young, very young. And then, I just didn't stop reading them all pretty much. Even when I was like I think I'm a bit older than you guys. I'm 42. And,
yeah, that's all they had back then, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Comics weren't cool. Like when I was at school and I was reading comics, people are like, why do you bloody read them things? I'm just trying to piss off.
There was flip books. They just drew each frame and just went through them. No one
picked on me or anything like that because I was always a pretty large dude and you wouldn't want to mess with me. But back in school and stuff. But like, even I had a few people go, well, why would you read it? And I go, man, read this one book and tell me that you don't like it. And they'd read it and they go, oh shit, man, I didn't think. Like, they thought they were like, they're kids' cartoons, not like adult stories like they were starting to become then. Particularly in the late 80s and 90s, you look at Miller Bats and all that sort of stuff. We had Watchmen come out and people are going, oh, your comics are for kids. I'm going, dude, you bloody read this shit, and tell me it's for kids. And then, to see all these things get brought into film and TV and stuff like that, like what they're doing with the DC streaming service, the shows that they're doing there, like Titans, Doom Patrol, even like Thor and Rodney, they got me onto Young Justice. Because I'd always seen the ads for it, and I thought Young Justice was really like just that Teen Titans Go and all that other stuff that I'm not into. I like my animation series, like the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, and stuff like that. So when they put me onto that, and I'm like, oh shit, man, this is like an extension of Justice League Unlimited. I was hooked and binge watched the first 2 seasons in a week and download the episodes on a weekly basis and stuff, and that's it, gone. Even ones like Krypton that Sci-Fi did. Like 20 years ago, never would you dream that someone would make a show like that. People would have written fan fantasies about it when the internet was first starting and putting it up on message boards, but no one was going to make that shit. now they can't get enough. It's like printing money for them, and they've realized that it's a big market. And the plus side is, I mean, how many people do you know that fell in love with superheroes because they saw Superman on the big screen back in the day, or they saw Batman, you know, like the Keaton Batman in '89 and stuff like that, and went, oh my God, you know, and we're going around dressed as Batman running through the streets and stuff like that. And more so modern, the people, like all the kids you see around that are fans of the Avengers 10 years films, you know, they've grown up on these movies. 20, 30 years down the track, they're going to be ass guys.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But I was talking to one of my buddies, and we were talking about marketing and stuff like that. And you know, Star Wars, they don't, you know, they don't make money off of their movies. I mean, they do, but what they make the real money from is all the stuff that they sell to your kids. You know what I mean? From the clothes, the toys, everything. So like, movies, I think, plays a big part in I think the market as well. So as soon as you see these films drop, this is my prediction, just my opinion. I'm not, you know, an expert on anything, but I guarantee you that as soon as you see these movies kind of drop in popularity, and then in I guess the norm, the people that aren't usually in a nerd culture, as soon as you see that dwindle away, you're going to see the prices drop. You're going to see the statues, I don't know, kind of go down.
Yeah, there'll be a crash. Yeah. Like you see, like the prices of Galactus Marquette and like some of these old grails, like Mike was talking about that, and you just go, yeah, right. And when the ass falls out of the market, they're the first ones that you're going to see. They'll be like, hang on a minute, a couple of years ago that was like $2,500. Now people are selling for $1,000. What's going on?
Yeah, like Doom on Throne. Guarantee you, when the movies dip and people stop caring about this stuff, I want to say not the hardcore collectors or the hardcore nerds, but I'm saying the regular people, the people that are in this for the fad, you're going to see that statue easily under retail price, guaranteed. That's my prediction, because there's so many of them, and I think the majority of people that bought those are regular people that went and saw the movie, and their first introduction to Thanos was from the movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. On Netflix, there's a great series.
I think it's a bonus. I'm just going to throw in there that the ones that grew up with him in the comic, like that story wasn't the best. You know what I mean? But the way that they transformed him in the movies was 10 times better and made him more appealing to not just old comic book fans, but the new generation coming through too.
I was going to say on Netflix, have you guys seen the series, The Toys That Made Us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a great little series. I hope they make more of those. But it was just interesting how some of these were just ideas that they just kind of stumbled upon, and then, you know, those are like big parts of our childhood. But yeah, especially the Star Wars one and how that developed. But yeah, that's I love that series. So if anyone hasn't seen that, you should check it out on Netflix.
Is it still up there?
Yeah.
I think so. You're good. So what do we got in the comments? What's going on in the comments? My love for Thanos came from Daredevil versus Thanos. E-dude.
Oh, Voltron. Oh, I love Voltron.
Yeah. Yeah. I just replied to him about that. Yeah. Like we had all them shows. A lot of people, you guys don't really understand. A lot of Australian TV, particularly back in the early days, was just stuff from Britain and stuff from the United States. You know what I mean? So any new big kids show that started in either of them countries, it was just like a matter of a year or so before one of the networks picked it up here, because all the toy companies sold their products here as they did in your countries. You know what I mean? So let's be honest, all these shows were designed around selling toys, you know? We remember seeing the old Hulk Hogan days, WWF and stuff like that on Saturday mornings here, just like you guys did. Yeah, and it was a wonderful time. The 80s were an amazing time to be a kid.
Well, and speaking of wrestling, I mean, that's their whole model, right? Is, you know, they have the wrestling, but those wrestlers get paid and they make their money off of the merchandise. I mean, how much T-shirts you can sell, how much
and you'd see all the kids getting around with the Hulkamania headbands and shirts that they'd rip and singlets and stuff, you know. Look, A-Team, Mr. T, Jesus, man. They used to flog the hell out of that. I don't know a single kid that didn't have that little black van with the red stripe up the side of it as a like Hot Wheels or something like that. You know, I had Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, pretty much most of the He-Man figurines. I even got bummed because someone brought me She-Ra once, and I'm like, what the, you know, I'm not a girl. All the original, like, and this is what gets me. I went into the shop the other day. Have you seen the Kotobukiya artifacts? Remember the old characters you used to buy of the Justice League? The ones where, you know, you'd squeeze them together and the hands would come up like that, you know, like the action ones. And they were fully segmented. They were toys, you know, like, and you'd fly around with them. They're re-releasing them, man, as fucking collectibles. And I'm looking at them, I'm going, are you kidding me, man? You know, like, but that's the age we live in, man, because it's what you said, Tim, you know, about you know, it's the parents are going to go, hey, son, I used to have these when I was a kid. You should get these. Here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have fun.
Yeah.
And then just sit there, look at their kid and go, what the hell? While they're sitting there on the PlayStation going, I'm not playing with that shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and Barbara Lopez just brought up one there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Captain Planet. God, who could forget the preachiness of Captain Planet? This is how you save the world, kids. You know, yeah, okay. Yeah, jeez, imagine if that was real, though. How bad? I could only imagine Captain Planet as a drunk hanging out of the bar, going, "I failed, man. I failed."
Global warming. Oh shit.
Yeah. Plastic pollution.
Man, I'm getting tired, guys. I don't know about you guys. But let's do like some final thoughts, and I guess you guys can plug what you're doing. Jason, go ahead. Is this your first time being on the show?
It is, yes. Usually I'm at work. It's just been bad weather and that here with the rain and everything, so all the work sites been shut down. So
okay, cool. So what I like to do at the end is just have everyone plug everything that they're doing.
Okay.
Your YouTube channel.
I've done the Iron. I've done the Cyborg unboxing and review. That's just waiting for that. I'll be putting that up actually probably in the next hour or so. I'm just waiting for it to fully render and stuff.
Where can people go see it?
The Odd Couple statue reviews. So yeah, we usually put out a new video once a week and stuff like that. And we're also on Darth Castle every Friday night for you American viewers. So very fast and loose, and usually I'm naked. Not really naked. Usually just have the shirt off because it's hot. Because I've got to put it into context. So while it's cold and it's nighttime where you guys are, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, and it's the hottest part of the day. You know, so they're usually, "Are you ready to go?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah, man, I've mowed the lawns and done all this bloody housework before I start," and then you know I'm dripping in sweat, and they're all like, "Oh, freezing my ass off here," you know. So that's what it is, guys. I'm not a pervert that loves to rip their shirt off and tweak their nipples or anything like that. It's hot.
and that what's that YouTube channel again?
The Odd Couple statue reviews. Same as my name.
So okay, yeah. that I was wondering about that because some people were saying that you're clean shaven. I was thrown off by
yeah. Well, you guys got a goatee. It's just that, and that another thing. It's not that I'm doing anything different in that, guy. It's just every few months, and then I'll just shave it off and start from scratch because it starts to get itchy, and no matter how much you trim it and stuff like that. Dennis, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah. To a certain point, you know, you go to touch it and you feel like, oh, I've been stabbed and stuff. So yeah, I just shave it all off and start from scratch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you pulled it up.
That's my channel there.
Oh, yeah, that's guys, great.
Check them out for sure.
Oh yeah, we have like the same amount of subscribers on the channel here.
Oh, just a U-Walk. No, a lot of the competitions, even in the comics, you know, you buy the comics now from America and stuff, and they'll be like, enter for this competition. You go to ring the number, and this number is not available. You know, you're like, you know. So yeah, we weren't allowed to enter really into a lot of them competitions and stuff. Awesome. The internet changed all that. Now we're allowed to enter into anything.
So nice. What's the next review that's coming out from you guys?
So yeah, we've done the Cyborg, which I'll be putting up pretty much to start this chat, and then I've got the Heath Ledger Joker from the Dark Knight with the custom head that I got. That's why I got it. I wasn't going to get it with the standard head that it came with. It was absolutely woeful. And hopefully Wonder Woman, the new premium format, should arrive in the next couple of weeks. I've been saying that since Christmas, but yeah, hopefully it arrives in the next couple of weeks. I'm
Nice.
starting to discover that you don't pay for things up front until they're ready to go.
Nice. Dennis, what do you got going on? Anything new?
Nothing. Just check out my channel. The only thing new, again, like I said, I think last week, was my arcade review, which I'm very, very proud of, and that's just so much fun. So if you guys can check that out, and just kind of, I don't know if anybody else in the chat room has their own arcade systems, but check that out.
Okay.
And what was that?
Can type your name down, Dennis, because I'm actually, I'm a man of my word. I'm subbing right now.
Yeah, Mangual, Mangual.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, geez, I think you're catfishing with that picture, bro.
What? Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, you get those clean shave days. Sometimes you want to just take that picture. So, but yeah, that's about it. That's the only review I've had up lately, and then my whole tour that I did from 3 years ago, which I have to do another tour. So, that's my goal in 2019 is to do another.
Yeah, it's the same as me, man. Like, I just dread the amount of cleaning and stuff that I need to do before I do a tour, because I don't want someone to go, "Oh, what the hell was that in the corner there?" Like, I'm doing the close-up picture of like a dirty rag or something sitting there that you use the dust with.
Well, I'm actually really good down here because I have all the. I mean, you have protection too for yours.
Yeah.
I only have the small piece behind me that doesn't have protection. Those pieces up there.
Yeah.
But everything else, I mean, I was just looking at them the other day. I'm like, I really don't need to dust anything. So I've been very fortunate.
Even though, look, I got the same bestas as you over here and that, right? And even with them, I've noticed that you still get a little bit of dust. Like I'm talking like you go once every 6 months and go, oh shit, there's some dust on the arm with the makeup brush and it's done, But yeah, I've noticed that because I thought, and the same with these, sometimes I look and I go, hang on a minute, how is there bloody dust in there, or like a dead fly or something that's wormed its way through a gap and couldn't get out, and you're just bastard.
Yes.
Have you ever used any of the air dusters, like the compressed air? Is that good to use?
I did use some compressed air, like canisters and stuff like that. That was dangerous. More like, them really intricate bases with the like rubble and stuff like that you just can't get in there with a makeup brush. But people recommend you don't, because you can actually lift the paint on your statue.
Okay. Yeah, if you get too close.
Especially an older one.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You know what you guys could do? If you have an older statue or you got something that has a lot of dust on it, you just put water. You put it underwater.
Say what?
You put it underwater.
Put it underwater?
Yep.
I have not heard about this technique. Would you like to make a video?
Don't do it. He's tricking you.
I will make a video. I will make a video. It's a secret, and you're supposed to actually use soap too.
Yeah, vinegar and soap.
Yeah.
No. Just like I don't want to give away the secret.
I mean, bleach. Let's be honest. Bleach is really the best way.
You gotta be super careful about it, but yeah, I'm telling you, it eats the dust away. If you have old statues that have like the dust on it, but
works great on those mixed media statues as well.
I only got one statue from a smoke-free, dust-free home that reeked of cigars and was covered in thick tar around the base, where the guy must have right at it, and I was just like, you smoke free my ass, like as soon as you open the box, it's Jesus.
Yeah, you got to clean it. You got to wash it.
Yeah, I did. Well, actually, that's what I'm saying. That one I actually had to soak in water, and it was a Bowen.
Smokers never realize how much they smell like smoke. And
yeah.
So someone, hey, what do you mean smoke? I don't smell anything.
I'm a smoker. I don't smoke in my room here. I always smoke outside. But there's a big difference too between cigarettes and cigars.
Yep. And marijuana.
I think there might have been some of that in there too. But yeah, it was just great. It was like resin, man.
That's hilarious. Cool, you guys.
How about you?
I've got a new whatchamacallit, mic, one of the Blue Yetis, and I need to do a video, but with the new kid and everything, and doing this every week, I feel like I'm burnt out.
They're
So,
the
like,
best.
I feel like I'm burnt out.
Since I got my Blue Yeti ball, fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I got in the closet's brand new. It's like I got ideas for videos. I got some cool stuff that I want to show, but I'm just like, I don't have any time. When I get home, I just want to like sit down and just chill.
Make time, brother. Make
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Yep.
It's tough.
Schedule that shit.
Yeah, well, I got to get up in a few hours. I got to get the kids into kindergarten, then I got to go to work, and then when I come home, we got to go take them to karate or ballet, and it's just like, holy shit. 3 kids, I don't know what I'm thinking.
3 kids. Oh, not enough. So when's that 4th one coming?
No. I got snipped. Not snipped, not. You know what I mean? You got the
Tied in
you got
knot.
tied the knot.
Vasectomy.
Vasectomy. Yeah. That's the way you got to do it.
The force is strong in that one.
I should have done it a long time ago. No, I'm just kidding.
Your kids will watch this one day.
No, they won't. They won't care. They probably won't even care about the stuff that I care about. Probably just sell all this crap.
Dude, you got to hook them when they're young. That's why I do my reviews with my son. I got him hooked at a very young age. I go, hey man, you like cartoons? He goes, yeah. I go, sit down here and let me watch. Let me show you some Batman cartoons, and boom. And I'm like, now we're gonna move on to Justice League. Yeah,
that's the best. That's the best because in the arcade review I did, I had my daughter. She doesn't know anything about these old school games. But as soon as I got her on there and playing, oh my gosh, that was like the best. Just having her experience any of the games I had growing up.
Pac-Man? Even kids today, man, you start them off on Pac-Man and they love it.
Yeah, she was. I had her playing a lot of the Neo Geo stuff, like what's that? The frisbee one. I'm forgetting the name of it, but someone will probably know what it is. But it's in the video there. But I had her playing that, and then she likes the N64, like Smash Brothers, that kind of stuff. So. Pac-Man, I don't know if she would like that. That might be a little too vintage for her. I don't know.
Gallagher was king.
She does like the virtual bowling though, with the little ball, the roller ball on the arcade stick. So she kind of likes that.
Man, you haven't played that in years.
Yeah.
You know what you should do with your kids? I don't know if they had. I put this on the kid. Freaking VR headset.
Oh my God, yes. I had her do the my friend had the PlayStation VR set and had her do the haunted house, where you're on the haunted house roller coaster, and it takes you through the whole entire thing, and it's scary beyond belief. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Scared the hell out of her.
All right, guys. Jason, thank you for coming on, man. It's great to have you on. Maybe.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
You're always welcome to come on, dude. I'll always send a link out to you. And of course, Dennis, thank you as well.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys have a good night. Have a good weekend. Make sure to check out Darth Castle tomorrow night, 9 at the same time, but on the Darth Castle channel. So everyone have a good weekend. Peace.
All right, you too. Peace.